This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontic, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partner Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, The Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connie's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
Happy holidays, everybody. Welcome inside the Panther Den, Geneva, New York, the brand spanking new gymnasium here at Geneva High School for a doubleheader at the 2018 Geneva Holiday Classic, Game 1 featuring the Lyons Lions against the Northstar-Christian Knights, a pair of undefeated teams, followed by your host, Geneva, taking on the Rochester Prep Tigers. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jim Sinicropi, sitting in between Kevin Sharp and Zac Young here for FingerLakes1.com. And this game has been one of the most highly anticipated games of the season, and it's finally here. And it's a rematch of last year's Section 5 Class C state qualifier, in which the man to my left was coaching for Lions, and the man to my right was the man to my right that night, as we both called that game. Right. So it's great to see the rematch, and it doesn't get much better than this.
No, I think, like you said earlier, I mean, it's one of the most highly anticipated games in Section 5 this year, and you just look around, it's a who's who of high school basketball. A lot of people turned out to watch this tonight.
Yeah, not only that, brand new gym in Geneva, my first time being here, so big crowd, and Friday night, it's 50 degrees out. It should be a beautiful game to watch.
Yeah, our first broadcast from inside the new gymnasium, so we used to be up in the old weight room. Now we're down courtside, actually baseline. Here, great accommodations thanks to Geneva AD Nate Schneckenberger. And Zach, first thing I wanted to ask you was, you game planned for this game last March. I think you knew that you were an underdog at that point going into that game. Is Lions still an underdog again this year? I don't think so.
I think North Star, to me, on paper, was better last year. I think their role players were better. They lost a great shooter in Medeiros, I think. I can't remember. I don't know if that's the last name. Yep. And I think Lions, they lost some of their height, obviously, with Harris and Van Buskirk. But their role players, to me, have improved. And they have, the JV team was great last year. You got Amir James. You got Horace Betts. Yep. I think Weaver is a better player. Aaron Romero. Benji, they've all matured physically and mentally, and I think that's going to be a key to the game. I think Miles is going to get his points. I think Mike is just a tough guard for anybody on Lions. But can the role players, I didn't mention Tootie as well, who can be great. Can the role players, elevate their game? And this is a big stage for some of these kids, their first time. So it's a great experience for them either way. Win or lose to me, but I definitely think they can win. Not an underdog to me.
So Sharpie, Justice Smith, Miles Brown, two of the best players in Section 5. What can we expect from that matchup tonight?
Well, I think they're here. They're primetime players, and they've proven that. With Justice's performance he had through the section run last year, and Miles into the state semifinals. First chance probably to play in front of a crowd this big this early in the season. I think they're going to just show up and show out. I think they're really going to do a great job tonight.
So Miles Brown offers from Stony Brook, Monmouth, Central Arkansas. That's what we've been told. Right. A legitimate Division I prospect. Zach, what do you think Justice's prospects are for playing at the next level? Obviously, could play on any Division III team in the country potentially, but
I think he is definitely better than Division III. Yeah. I know he's got some offers from some Division II. Miles has been on the scene since he was really in 8th grade. And has been an elite player, whereas Justice has developed a little more slowly. I mean, to me, the jump he's made from his sophomore to junior year was just amazing. Yep. And, he's taken even a bigger leap now. To me, it seems like he's playing harder, more consistently. He had a great AAU season. And, hey, Dave. And what's up, guys? And, I think that the sky's the limit for him. Both physically, he looks like a man now.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that this is a showcase game for him. But I've seen him play many times in AAU against each other, and he can definitely hold his own.
Yeah, and again, there's some complementary players on both of these teams that will probably make the difference. It probably won't come down to Miles versus Justice. One guy, Sharpie, that really impressed us last year was the coach's son, North Star's coach J.J. Garwood, his son Ryan, great three-point shooter, just a freshman, but went to the state Final Four last year as an 8th grader.
He certainly, physically last year he looked like an 8th grader, but he didn't play like it. He played with a lot of composure, everything you'd expect out of a coach's son, and he can really shoot it. I was watching him during warm-ups here, and he's hitting nothing but the bottom of the net. So, he's going to be a player to keep our eye on for a few years to come.
Yeah, as you say that, I see him bury a couple threes in a row right in front of us here from our vantage point on the baseline. Now, Coach, Zach, you went to former coach, now athletic director at Weedsport. Congratulations to your boys and girls teams winning the Cuyahoga County Holiday Tournament yesterday. How are things working out over there in Section 3?
Thank you. The girls team is number 3 in the state. They're very similar to the senior laden kind of Lions team that we have here. They've been playing together for a long time, so we're hoping they can make a run. And the boys are off to a good start. Only lost to Skinny Atlas by 3. And yesterday, being on the AD, I had 8 games yesterday, 8 games the day before. So we hosted the tournament. So I slept in today, and today is a little more just kind of hang out and watch the game. But it's going well. I'm rooting for these guys. I haven't been able to get to as many games, but luckily I'm still talking with Coach Schott quite a bit, and he's letting me watch on the Huddle account, so
nice.
I can give him some, some of the guys have been keeping in contact, especially the seniors. So it's going good at Weedsport, and excited for this game though for sure.
Packed house here at Geneva. I want to take you back about 10 months to March of last year. Take a look back at Lions championship, sectional championship. The 18th I think in the school's history. At the Blue Cross Arena, defeating Perry, and then they moved on to play North Star, and we got some highlights from last year, the last time these two teams met. And it's Justice with it. Finds Benji, bad company, Kemp underneath, he lays it up and in. Kicks it out to Smith. Smith drives baseline, up and under, reverse layup's good. The freshman back in the game, gets back to his brother Justice. Justice pulls up, off the dribble drive and hits. Length of the court, hangs in the air, bucket good in the foul. Justice with the left hand, jumps to pull up, gets it to Weaver, wide open in the corner for 3. Dream Weaver with the left hand, pulls up from deep, mark it down. And the Lions are your 2018 Section 5 Class C2 champions, the 18th sectional title in the school's history. Penetrates to Miles. Miles up and under. Pretty move. He finds Tootie Smith, who looks to penetrate, and he puts it off the glass and in.
He is not afraid of the stage whatsoever.
This no good. Rebounded by Van Busker. He shoots a ill-advised shot from the free throw line. Did Justice just dunk that in?
Did.
Dunk foul by Justice Smith.
Certainly did.
Has his pocket pick, and here comes Miles Brown ahead of the pack. Two-handed jam. But it will be your Northstar-Christian Knights advancing to the Far West Regional at Buffalo State on Saturday. Your final score, Northstar 85, Lions 63. So yeah, that was just a great postseason run by both teams. Lions, one of the most successful teams in Section 5, second only to East High in sectional championships. Lions has 18. I think East High has 22. Is that
most in the open era is Lions.
Well, we like to.
So I'm just going to state that most in the open era. I don't like to. No offense to the guys in 1941 that won for East, but since it's been a bracketed tournament, Lions has the most.
Right, which is obviously impressive in such a big section with so much great basketball. But recently, North Star has been the most successful team maybe in all of Section 5. winning sectional championships in 2016, 17, and 18. Class C2, Class C1, Class C1, and now moved up to A2, where, Sharp, you think that's where they belong, or you think the competition committee might have moved them up a little too far?
I think that's where they belong. I don't think the competition committee moved them up too far. You got one of the best players. Well, he's going to break this Section 5 all-time scoring record here,
right,
and then probably this weekend. So, I mean, yeah, I think they're right where they belong.
Yeah, Miles Brown, 64 points short of the all-time Section 5 scoring mark of 2,441 points in a career held by Dansville's Neil Weedman, set in 1993. He needs 64 points. Hey, he might get it tonight. He might get it this weekend. Probably not tonight, but certainly could do it this weekend. It's a 25-year-old record, so there's a lot of storylines, a lot of interest in tonight's game, and certainly we've been looking forward to it all week. Hope everybody had a great Christmas, getting ready for New Year's, but now in just a few moments we're going to get ready for one of the most exciting basketball games maybe you'll see all regular season here between the Northstar-Christian Knights and the Lyons Lions. The Lyons Lions come in at 7-0 overall, 6-0 in the league. They've won 7 straight, coached by Dean Schott Jr., first-year head coach, long time associated with the program, however. And then Northstar-Christian Knights, coached by J.J. Garwood. They come in at 5-0. Somebody's got to lose tonight. We'll see who it is. And, you know, Lions certainly in Class C2 has to be one of, well, they're the favorite in Class C2. Northstar-Christian in Class A2, they have to contend with schools like Leadership, who they did beat pretty handily the other night. Pittsford, Sutherland, School of the Arts, Monroe looks good this year.
It's a loaded bracket.
It really is. Yeah. And then Wayne, of course, the one Finger Lakes East team. And so one thing we'll be talking about a lot tonight as well is how we think Northstar would match up against Wayne in the postseason. So we're getting ready, I think, for the national anthem. As it's just a packed gymnasium, not an empty seat, and they're still funneling in here. Just waiting to see what the deal with the national anthem is. We'll probably step aside for 60 seconds and then be ready for the tip. So nice video board here at the new Geneva Gymnasium, great scoreboard, and here we go with the national anthem. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we should be ready for the tip.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cramtastic new and used vehicle inventory online at billcramchevrolet.com.
So, welcome back. How are you doing? Just said hello to Ed Collins, Geneva varsity girls head coach, and Tyler Collins, former Newark standout point guard. It's a who's who of Section 5 high school basketball, Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball here in the gymnasium tonight as we get the starting lineups for both teams almost ready for basketball. For Northstar-Christian, it will be Michael Brown. That's Miles' brother, an excellent player in his own right. Almost had a triple-double against Lions in the state qualifier last year. Miles Brown, of course, about on the cusp of breaking the Section 5 all-time scoring mark. Josh Pickett, a senior forward. Ryan Garwood, just a freshman, but maybe one of the best shooters you'll see. And then rounding out that starting lineup for would be Sean Smith, a sophomore guard.
I believe Smith was the player who transferred in from North Star.
And for Lions, it's Justin Smith. Don't get him confused with his older brother. Justin, just a sophomore, but one of the best scorers in Wayne County. David Weaver, unorthodox three-point shot, but certainly can knock it down. Justice Smith, the all-everything senior guard. Looks like Horace Betts, the sophomore guard, getting the start tonight. And one of my favorites, Benji Bad Company Kemp, wearing number 32, will be hopefully getting a lot of rebounds for the Lions tonight. And Zach, as a former coach, what do you see that they're doing different this year that maybe didn't do? Is there anything different?
Lions, they don't have as much height. The last couple of years we had Jordan Amell and Jordan Harris and Seth, who are tall but not the most mobile guys, so they're definitely getting up and down more. They're able to. They don't have really a slow guy in the lineup. Shooting a ton of threes, which we used to do, running some of the same stuff, some stuff a little different with Coach, but definitely an emphasis on getting up and down. And when you have, really their top 7 are just fantastic athletes, maybe their top 8, why not?
Sharpie, can Lions press full court all game against this North Star team and have success?
I don't know about all game, but I think what they should do is probably show it in spurts, just to throw North Star, give them a different look. I don't think they can make a steady habit of being successful pressing a team like North Star with those 2 guards.
Yeah, Michael is just, both of them are hard to keep in front.
Right.
And I think that it's just tough to press that team, but I think the style, both teams kind of run soft presses and then look to trap all over.
So here we go, about ready for basketball. Ball's in the air. Tip controlled by Northstar-Christian, and that's Josh Pickett just went back court with it. So turnover right off the bat, it will be Lions basketball.
And we talked about some of the new role players for Lions, but for Pickett and for number 5, Sean Smith, I don't know that they've played in a lot of atmospheres like this either.
Smith straight to the hole, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Miles Brown, coming quickly the other way. Takes it right up against Tootie Smith, and foul called. The younger Smith not liking the call.
Got Dave Jones, Dave Toole tonight, right?
Yep.
On the game.
Now, guys, is this a game where Section 5 tries to give you a premier referee?
Nope.
I don't think so.
They don't really.
Nope. They should be. They get drafted just like any game. It's not like a sectional final game for sure.
So Miles Brown is now just 63 points away from the all-time Section 5 scoring mark as he opens up scoring here, 1-0 Knights. And second one, no good, and Justice corrals it. Tallest player on the team usually has a basketball in his hands most of the time, Justice Smith. Betts now finds Benji Kemp. Pump fake, puts it up, and he's fouled. So Kemp injured earlier in the season, still just getting back to 100%, injured foot. But he looked good on that take.
Nice pump fake by Benji, got to the rim.
He was very aggressive that time and knew exactly what he wanted to do when he got the ball.
So they're not posting the player fouls on the scoreboard, but I think that was Josh Pickett, number 13 with his first there.
I believe so,
yep.
Yes.
We're going to have to watch that tonight.
Tootie's got one for Lions.
So Benji Kemp ties it up, makes 1 or 2 free throws.
No pressure from Lions there. First time probably all year they haven't.
Looks like a triangle in 2.
And Miles Brown misses taking it with a double clutch.
It was interesting. He had Justice on the Garwood boy.
Just don't leave him.
Weaver's three-pointer looks like Smith got a piece of it, but Lions controls. And that's Horace Betts, top of the key.
And for North Star, I'm not really sure what that was. A little matchup zone. Looked like they were going to kind of dare Tootie to shoot.
Yeah, I think so.
Instead, he traveled with it. And, Tootie, just a sophomore, extensive experience in playing time as a freshman last year. And I was really impressed by, as a freshman, how unfazed he seemed to be by the big stage of the Blue Cross Arena and then the state qualifier game. He just seemed to not be fazed by it.
Tootie fears nothing.
Right, fearless.
So Michael Brown with the game's first field goal, 3-1 Knights. Weaver tries a 3-ball, back iron, no good. Up for the rebound, Smith. And that could be the second foul on Josh Pickett.
And to me, that's where Justice can dominate the game.
Absolutely.
You know, and we talked a little bit about he can shoot the three, but first this team, get to the paint, rebound, the miss, and put it up.
Yeah, the thing that stands out to me, Coach, is that the size difference between the guys. I mean, Lions has got so much more height than they do.
Yes.
So Justice can't convert the front end.
More height, more depth.
And, you know, Justice clearly the biggest player on the court.
Hair always does help, though.
That's true. Misses both free throws, but Tootie Smith with the rebound gets it back to Justice. He drives through the center of the lane, up and in.
Yeah, Garwood not going to be able to keep him in front, no matter what defense they're in.
Right.
3-3 early, 6:34 to go. Jim Sinicropi, Kevin Sharp, and Zac Young as Miles Brown answers with a trifecta. And up and down we go.
One thing I noticed that time when North Star shot the ball, that Benji Kemp went right to a man and boxed out. That's one of the things I was really interested to see how they're going to box out against this team. It's a second forever.
And he doesn't like the call. Yeah, and again, in Lions' defense, as we get a look at that last drive by Justice Smith, you know, most of the competition they're facing all year, they don't have to do those little things to win. They're still winning by 20, 30, 40 points, but
this is why they're playing that game.
Right.
To help them get ready.
Right.
And so North Star has it. There's Garwood's first shot, but Justice Smith blocked it. But after the block, some contact. And there'll be 3 shots for Ryan Garwood. And Justice Smith picks up his first foul.
It's a tough call.
Yeah, it was, because he got ball.
He did have contact. And I was interested, I was just watching the NBA the other night. They were talking about defending the 3 now and how NBA guys they're teaching their players not to even go for the block just because there's so many of those fouls.
Yeah. And you send a player like Garwood to the line with 3 shots, you can pretty much mark it down for 3 points.
Right.
Second shot, good. And all 3 of them.
2 minutes into the game, both Smiths have a foul. Big factor.
Yes.
So they got to be smart here, especially till the end of the first quarter. Want to be able to be on the court as much as possible.
A lot of time left too here. 5:47 to go in the first period. There's Justice at the foul line to the hoop and in.
Great job caught into the basket there. Caught into the open spot.
And Horace found him. That's one of Horace's best traits. He's just a great passer, and he doesn't really care about the points.
And Garwood for 3. Yes. 12-5 North Star.
I think if you're Lions right now, you know, you're used to maybe penetrating and being able to rotate. You've got to stay home on those 3 shooters as much as you can.
Yes.
The tip no good. Kemp with a rebound. Right hand no good. Battles for it. Weaver had a 3. Now he drives. Layup way too hard. Another offensive rebound for Lions. Into the corner for Benji Kemp. He drives baseline up. No good. Rebound Tootie Smith. Up and in.
6 shots that time?
Yeah, that's the most offensive rebounds period I've seen Lions get in a quarter maybe in that one possession.
Well, you did call a charge. You did call a charge.
Offensive foul.
I thought it was.
Who did they tag with a foul?
That was
Michael Brown.
Michael Brown.
Yep.
You know, Miles and him both have kind of barreled their way. Miles got a call early. Mike didn't like that one, but it could have went either way.
Knights lead by 5. 4:44 to go. Tootie Smith drives with a kiss. And now open for 3 is Michael Brown. And that's 2 wide open 3-pointers the Knights have buried here in the 2 of the last 3 possessions. And Benji Kemp rips away the rebound. Can't get it to go, though. Justice swoops in for it. Spins, bumped, finishes. Could have been a foul.
A lot of contact down there on the possession.
Sure was.
Lions pulled it within 4 here with 4:03 to go in the ball game.
Man.
You got to get out on him. Michael Brown, another trifecta.
That was Miles that time.
That was
that
Miles.
was Miles. Okay.
You know, and that's what they can do. They can score in bunches.
Tootie Smith loses it. Garwood up the sideline to Miles Brown. Miles going straight to the hoop. And Tootie Smith just may have picked up his second foul.
No, they got it on Bratz.
On Bats. And why Northstar is such a tough guard is they have those, you know, two guys can get by pretty much anybody on Lions. And, you know, you got to, I think you got to try to have them just score twos instead of the threes, but easier said than done. You know, nobody's been able to do it all year.
Right.
And Aaron Romero checks into the ball game for Betts, who has a seat.
And they're all such good shooters, so when you collapse on them, they're finding the open people. I think they've got 4 3-pointers so far.
I mean, they remind me a lot of Clyde Savannah last year. You know, they have that three-headed monster,
Yeah.
but they have, you know, Marcus and Drew and Derek could hit the three at any time. Just obviously a little higher level player.
Right.
Miles Brown now has 8 first quarter points, and the lead is 8 for Northstar-Christian. And the way Lions has been dominating the boards, it's surprising to see him down 8, make it 9 now.
Now, Lions can score in bunches, too. They were down early to Wilson. Let's see if they can weather the storm. I think they got to get Weaver a bucket here, get him calmed down, and they'll be okay. Romero into the game.
Instead, Justice straight to the hole. Offensive foul. So that's 2 fouls on Justice Smith. Huge development here with 3:33 to go in the first quarter.
Coach is leaving him in the game.
And here comes. Oh, now they pick up another foul. This one's Benji Kemp. Get a look at this charge, and that is a tough call. Sorry.
And it's one of those where they don't have the circle in high school basketball, which I wish they did.
Yep.
Let the best players play.
Yeah, I think that's just.
Let the best players play.
They didn't call it, nobody would complain. Romero with the steal, looks up ahead to Justice Smith, ahead of the pack. Here comes Miles Brown. Smith lays it off the glass.
Coach shot switched to a 2-3, I think, that possession.
And Tootie Smith gets a hand on the long ball, knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Knights ball on the baseline.
He's got 2-3 with Tootie in the middle, I believe, on the zone. And just spread it out. There's no real post scoring, so just extend it and hopefully keep Justice out of foul trouble.
Brown swings it around. Now it's his brother. Romero almost picks off another one. Michael Brown goes right by him now, shuffles it down low to Josh Caparetti, who lays it up and in. And it's a 9-point lead. Smith pulls up for 3. Mark it down.
Wow.
12 first quarter points for Justice Smith, and straight to the hole goes Miles Brown. He has
it's a great move.
13 points, I think. 8. No, he's got 11. Weaver from the corner for 3. Yes.
David needed that.
Yep.
He needed that. Sometimes he's a hot streak player, and he's going to get that shot all night versus team.
24-19, 2:20 left to go in the game. Miles Brown for 3. No good. Rebounded by Smith. Looks to run. Pushes it up ahead to Weaver. He's open. Another 3 ball on the way. Bang! Back-to-back threes. Dream Weaver. 24-22. Lions pulls to within 2.
We're on pace for about 120 here, guys.
Wow.
Like I said about David, he hits one, he gets going, and if they give him that shot all night, I've seen the kid make 10 in a game. He can make 10.
And Justice gave him a great look there. Justice knew he hit the one before, got him a basketball in a spot where he could set his feet and finish, and just a great job by Justice, but more so about David Weaver knocking that down.
There's a look at Geneva High varsity girls head coach Ed Collins and his son Tyler Collins, a standout sectional champion point guard at Newark High School, and then he went on to play at
playing at Brockport right now.
Brockport right now, okay.
Yep.
He started at FLCC or OCC, was it?
OCC.
OCC, right?
No, he was at Corning Community
Corning,
College.
I'm sorry, that's right.
He transferred to probably the jewel of the Division III SUNY systems, being a former Golden Eagle myself. Jordan Harris behind the Lions bench played at Brockport this year as well.
Yeah, he's wearing the green and yellow of Brockport, sitting next to Seth Van Buskirk, the Husky Van Buskey. as we're back in action here. Northstar-Christian ball. They lead by 2. 2 minutes to go first period. Highly entertaining game. 3-ball on the way from Sean Smith finds the bottom. 27-22. And again, Justice Smith in the game with those 2 fouls. And Weaver tries to make 3 in a row. Can't do it. Rebound and Benji Kemp lays it up and in.
It's got to be 5 rebounds for Ben so far.
Absolutely. That's who he's going to be, the garbage man all night. I think he gave himself that nickname. Great move by Miles. Got that Euro step.
Oohs and ahs from the crowd. 5-point North Star lead. Tootie Smith gives it to Romero. Swings it to Justice Smith. Top of the key against Miles Brown. Drives to the hole. Finds Kemp underneath. Pump fake. Layup up and in.
Unselfish again by Justice. And he's kind of, I think Miles is on him trying to pick up that charge to get in his third.
Oh, here comes Garwood. Pulls up from the elbow. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Kemp. Out of bounds. It will stay with Northstar-Christian. Coach Schott not happy with that call.
He'll take that all night from Garwood. They can put it on the deck. Yeah. Take a long 2. If he makes it, he makes it.
Anything but a set 3 as we look at that move by Miles Brown.
Amir James into the game for Lions now.
Smith, back-to-back 3s now for Sean Smith. Builds the lead back up to 8 points now, or 6 points. 32-26, 50 seconds to go first period. Romero drives, tries to shuffle it to Kemp, out of bounds.
See if North Star goes a little 2 for 1 here, or are they just...
Oh, it's out of bounds off a Lions player foot, so it'll stay with North Star.
I don't think they're looking for that, Coach. I think they're just looking to get a shot off it anytime they
Nobody's
can.
holding for the last shot here?
No, I don't think so.
And here comes Michael Brown straight to the hole. Smith wide open, 3 in a row. No. Good hustle, though, by Capillaretti with the rebound. Keeps the possession alive. And now there's just 1 second differential between the shot and game clock. And I think if your Lions, anything but a foul on Justice Smith here in that game with 2 fouls. Smith down to Capillaretti on the baseline, blocked by Kemp. Oh, almost a foul. Careful, Justice. Blocked by Smith. 5 seconds. Here comes Romero, stolen by Brown. 2 seconds. 1 second. Layup. No good.
Oh, he called a foul.
Oh, wow, on Cody Smith. 2 fouls. Coach Schott can't believe it. We got free throws coming. 2 fouls on Justin Smith. 2 fouls on Justice Smith.
That's not a foul.
No, I don't think so either.
No.
It's a no call.
Yep.
Lions now with, I think, 16 fouls in the quarter already. Not really playing ultra-aggressive defense either.
Right. You got to let them play there.
First free throw by Miles Brown. Good. That's his 14th point. Lead up to 7. Can he make it 8 before we go to our quarter break? Yes. So, at the end of 1 quarter of play here at the Panthers Den at Geneva High School, your score, North Star 34, Lions 26. It's everything we thought it would be. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cramtastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
Second quarter just underway. Justice Smith misses the runner. And now it's North Star ball up 8. Oh yeah, our scoreboard's wrong. It's 34-26. And Caporetti open for 3, misses badly, rebounded by Tootie Smith. Again, Tootie Smith, Justice Smith, 2 fouls apiece. Tootie finds his way into the paint to finish. And now he has 6.
Kind of put his head down a little bit there. If he keeps doing that, he might pick number 3.
Yep, they're looking for it too.
Lions will live with this kid shooting every time, even though he made that. That's a win for Lions.
Caporetti gets his 2nd bucket of the game. Now Romero takes it into the paint. Nice little
move.
floater by Aaron Romero.
If you haven't seen Romero since last year, he's really improved his game.
Miles Brown straight to the basket. And now here comes Romero again into the paint. Another floater.
Wow.
Off the backboard, no good. And it looks like that's going to be Sean Smith.
And Romero's another kid. He's fearless.
Yeah,
sometimes to a fault, but he's fearless.
I saw him this summer. I was really impressed with him this summer.
Yeah,
How much he's matured.
Gets a lot of rebounds for a guy that's not really that big. He had a great football season.
Yep.
Ooh, first free throw rattles out for Romero.
It looks like David Weaver turned into a man overnight. I mean, he's gotten big.
I noticed that the first time I saw him this year. Same thing with Benji Kemp looks older. He's always sported a terrific mustache for a high school kid, but he seems to have matured and filled out as well.
I saw all the guys. We went to a benefit, not a benefit, but a celebration for Scotty Norris, whose cancer's in remission quite a bit. He's got a good diagnosis. And I told him I was doing the game and that you always commented on his mustache. And he said he had to trim it up a little for you.
So 8-point North Star lead.
I think if you're Lions here, you just want, if you can weather the storm, keep it at 6 or 8 going into halftime, and keep those guys not in foul trouble.
Right.
And Miles Brown tries a 3. Romero got a piece of it. Tootie Smith behind the back, into the paint, up and over, and in. 8 points for Justin Smith. 6-point lead for the Knights. Miles Brown, he had 15 first quarter points.
Who's that foul on?
I know, I think it's on Tootie, right?
No, I think it was Amir.
They gave it to Amir James.
Now every time you foul North Star the rest of the half, they're shooting free throws. So
give me a chance to tell you about Finger Lakes Partners Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a free quote online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. And Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallsexteriorsny.com. Smith with a scoop and the score.
great take by Justice. Rare miss by Miles. That's 2 free throws he's missed this half.
14 points for Justice Smith. Michael Brown for 3, no. Rebounded by Justin Smith. Here comes Justice, open for 3, lets it go, and knocks it down.
Wow.
17 points for Justice Smith. Miles with a little Euro step shake and bake. They got to travel.
It's borderline every time he does it.
Yep. I'd like to see it called more often.
Here's that look at Justice Smith with that little dipsy-do, and we got a timeout on the floor. Give me a chance to tell you about the Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Check out their menu at sfdowntowndeli.com. And for over 65 years, Wilson Press has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house. Get in touch with them online at wpress.com.
Just so you guys know, they stopped letting people in.
Did they really?
It is a sellout at the moment. So they'll pick up a couple more viewers, Jim, maybe on your phones outside
Out in the parking lot, yeah. Strong viewership already, I've been told by our producer, Jason Hunt, assistant producer and camera 2 for this game, Paulie Russo, and of course, Jeremy Hunt Dog Hunt, way up in the rafters, calling our main camera. I'm Jim Sinicropi, former Lions coach, current Weedsport Athletic Director Zac Young to my left, 1993 state champion coach for Clyde Savannah, Kevin Sharp to my right. And this is everything we hoped it would be.
This is great. Are you kidding me? 2 of the best players in Section 5. They've got, a total of almost 40 points right now?
I got Miles Brown with 17 and Justice Smith with 17.
There you go.
Of course, Justice with those 2 fouls.
Bad news for Northstar. Justice's shot looks pretty good right now.
Yeah, it sure does.
And when he's hot, he's pretty much unguardable in high school.
So his brother Tootie brings it across the timeline, finds Justice top of the key. He drives, and it's blocked by Miles Brown.
And that's okay.
Yeah, it's just a missed
Keep
shot.
attacking.
Yep, that's right.
Got the ball. They reset the shot clock, which they shouldn't have, and they're going to have to go to the monitor for that, but that's okay.
I really like what they're doing there with Justice, getting him in the middle, making people collapse on him and able to take the ball to the basket. He's really got to be careful not to pick up that 3rd foul on a charge.
Yeah, I've seen Mike Brown at
Step
least
in
twice
there.
try to get the charge on him or Tootie.
Yep.
So for Lions, it's Romero, Justin Smith, Justice Smith, Amir James, and David Weaver. They trail by 1 with 5:36 to go, 2nd quarter.
This is what it's about right here. 2 great teams playing that don't normally play against each other. Schedule the game. Let's get going on this. This is nice.
So they did reset the shot clock to 24, and we're back to action. Amir James wide open, top of the key. Can't knock it down, rebounded. I guess it was Michael Brown pulling it away from Josh Capillaretti. And here comes Michael to his brother Miles. They're twins. 2 years difference between the Smith brothers for Lions, and Garwood misses the 3. Romero with a nice rebound. And here comes Justin Smith taking it to the hole, a little floater, front rim, no good, rebounded by Miles. Here comes Northstar. Great feed, a little too hard off the glass. Miles there for the rebound, can't get it to go. Weaver pulls it down, here comes Romero. Over to Smith. Smith into the lane. Tried to dump it down to Tootie off his hands and out of bounds, and you'll see those two going back and forth, a little brotherly love, I guess.
I did see that last possession, a couple guys not getting back for Lions, and it almost cost them. Miles had a pretty good look. We just got to make sure they get back. They're in the 2-2-1, little Z4 we like to call it in Lions, and kind of just soft pressure, dropping back.
Lions has not led yet this game. They trail by 1, 4:47 to go. Garwood drives baseline, up and over Amir James. Wow.
Tough shot.
8 points for Garwood, just a freshman.
I still think you live with that if you're Lions.
Absolutely.
Make him go in and contest it.
Oh, in and out for Smith. Big rebound by Romero. Good to the foul.
That's what I'm talking about with Romero. He's a rebounding factor now. You wouldn't look at it when you just see him, but that was a great rebound put back and can tie the game here.
Who did they tag with that foul?
Tough to tell. Put the player fouls on.
Yeah, no,
on
they got room for it on the scoreboard.
We'll have to check at halftime.
Romero hits the free throw. Big 2nd quarter for Romero. He has 5. Quickly the other way comes Northstar-Christian. Way up over the top to Michael Brown. Michael drives into Kemp, throws it up, no good. Long rebound to Smith. Up ahead to Weaver. Weaver drives and finishes.
Lions' length is bothering Northstar when they get inside.
Ooh.
That's a travel right there.
First lead of the day for the Lions, 42-40, 4:05 to go. They get the basketball back. If you're just joining us, capacity crowd, they've closed the front door, not letting anybody else in. Stadium stands overflowing here in Geneva. And Smith goes for the dunk.
No foul there, come on.
Man. Instead, Northstar-Christian with a chance to tie it. Michael Brown, no good. Big rebound by Kemp.
Northstar's missed about 6 or 7 shots. Cool down a little bit.
Smith goes right by Michael Brown. Gets it over to Tootie. Tootie pulls up for 3. Flat shot, no good.
It's not his shot.
And here comes Northstar. Miles Brown pulls up. Can't get it to go. Nice rebound by Justice Smith. Could have been a foul there on Josh Pickett. And Weaver takes it to the basket.
Northstar looks a little tired.
They're not getting back at all in defense.
That's where the depth of Lions, they have a couple more guys they can rotate.
4-point lead for Lions. Smith up ahead to Romero. Romero up against Brown. Off the glass. Offensive foul. Wave off the basket.
Wow.
couple of tough calls.
Second on Romero, I believe.
He did a nice job there deflecting that ball to get the run out.
Romero was a factor. When
Sure was.
He was a definite factor.
Yep.
So we get a look here at Justice Smith going up for the jam. Oh, what happened there?
And, the last couple possessions you've seen North Star just not be able to finish outside of Garwood making that tough contested one.
Everything's short.
Yep. They look tired.
Lions by 4, 2:53 to go, second period. A little crossover stolen away. Here comes Betts. What happened there? Travel? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just great defense.
Miles is so smart.
Yeah,
Such a cerebral player.
Right.
He kind of read what Horace was going to do. And probably, just being at the same tournaments, Horace likes to make that little Euro step too.
Yeah.
And he just ripped it from him.
Anticipated where it was going to be and just got there before Horace got there.
Now we got a coach shot coming out to mid-court. As we got a timeout. Lions, 30-second timeout. And coach shot having words with the official at mid-court. And, I don't know about that particular call, but I think there's been a couple key calls that have gone North Star's way. Justice Smith's second foul for one, but that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Got to play through it, and I think the seniors have. If you would have watched Justice 2 years ago,
right.
this would not be the reaction that he would be having.
Yep.
David always plays. Benji usually plays, and 2D has kept it together so far too.
Sure.
So credit to them. Let's hope they can get through the rest of the half here, both with 2. I think the zone has maybe bothered North Star a little than the man.
And they're so long out on the wings that they're disrupting the Garwood shot in the corner. He can't get it off with Justice out here.
They got Tootie in the middle of that zone.
Just don't foul.
Out of bounds. Ball into the hands of the Husky, Van Buskey.
I don't think he's cut his hair since last year.
I think that was the best catch he's maybe made in 3-4 years.
He got a 12-2 run here, I think, for Lions. I think it was 38-32.
I think you're right. Yeah.
And now Justin to his brother. One step, kicks it to Weaver in the corner for 3. That's short.
He got a piece of it.
And now Michael Brown trapped in the corner, gets it out to Josh Pickett. Now up to Miles, straight to the basket, and smart by Justice not contesting that shot.
That's a mature move. Again, something he might not have done a couple years ago, knowing the situation and knowing he needs to stay on the court.
And his team leads by 2.
Give it to him.
Instead, it's to the corner to Weaver. Thought about another 3. Betts with the basketball. Gives it to Justice, working against Michael Brown. To the hole, hangs, and off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Josh Pickett. And now Justice slow getting back. As it's tapped away by Betts. Up ahead, thrown away. Careful, coming back the other way. It's Miles Brown up against Benji Kemp. And Benji Kemp just picked up his second foul.
Coach Shab better be careful.
Who initiated the contact there, is my question.
Right.
To me, again, that's a 50-50 call. To me, that's a no call. And I'm probably a little partial. I'm not going to lie.
Well, in a game like this, you want to let the players play. It's just 2 on Benji with 1:27 to go in the half. Miles Brown knocks down his 20th point of the game, so just 44 more, and he becomes the all-time Section 5 leading scorer. Make it 21 first half points. So 64 on the night might not be out of the question. Here comes Tootie. Crosses it over into the paint. Hangs. Right hand finish. Yes! 10 points for Tootie Smith. Lions back on top.
I like that Tootie's not settling tonight either. He's only shot the 1-3.
Right.
That's his game right there.
Open 3 from the corner. Missed. And now Garwood drives, pulls up, hangs, too hard off the glass. Good job by Benji Kemp boxing out Pickett. It's Tootie Smith with the rebound, though.
The switch to the zone has bothered them. They're not getting their threes off, and contested 2 like that. You'll take that every time from Garwood.
I think they're tired too, like you said. They're early in the first half. They were getting down there before they could set that zone up. Now they're walking the ball up.
Kemp with the ball, foul line, spins, rises,
That's a nice move.
gets the roll. Bad company, Benji Kemp. 25 seconds to go, Lions by 4. And North Star is going to hold for one. Lions should take the lead into the half time. Miles Brown working against Betts, gets it over to his brother Michael. Michael rises for 3, can't get it to go. Ball almost saved by North Star, and that'll do it. Stay tuned with us for the Bill Graham Chevrolet halftime report, where we're going to have a couple of Lions alumni, Nick Barra and Devin Beater. We'll be right back.
Check out Generations Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts with MyGen Perks. Visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Little John Orthodontics are proud to support our area high school athletes. Visit them online at littlejohnortho.com.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on fingerlakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Marshall Exteriors. Are you looking for a contractor to give you a new roof, siding, windows, or other exterior home project? Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all of your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallsexteriorsny.com, but don't forget they finish basements too. While you're talking with them, ask about their new Everlast Garage. This thing is amazing. It's a Wonderful Run 5K. It's a winter run like no other through the streets of Seneca Falls, the town that inspired Frank Capra's Holiday Classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Learn more and register at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations at 22 Main Street in Waterloo, 40 Exchange Street in Geneva, and Del Lago Resort and Casino. Dine in, take out, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Brad Van Dusen Photography is a full-service photographer serving the Finger Lakes region, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, also specializing in sports photos, collages, banners, and other keepsakes for your student-athlete. For more information, find Brad on Facebook or visit bradvandusenphotography.com or visit bvdsports.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salads, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. The Omen Theater in Lyons, the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes, is also the oldest theater in the U.S. See what's playing at omentheater.com. Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, locally owned for 42 years and serving great lunches Monday through Friday from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Wednesday night is wing night with 60-cent wings in 10 different varieties. For over 65 years, the Wilson Press and Mail House has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house specializing in offset and digital printing, graphic design services, full mail house services, marketing and advertising plans, and fundraising programs. Call them today at 315-568-9693 or visit them online at wpress.com. Connie's Diner on Main Street in Waterloo has the ambiance you will only find in a true diner. Let the Cardozola family serve your next breakfast, lunch, or dinner from their vast menu of time-tested favorites and original recipes. Visit them online at connieswaterloo.com. The Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. Your major league connection with 7 players drafted last season. The Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Giant deli sandwiches, subs, daily lunch specials, and homemade soups, chili, and mac and cheese that will warm up even the coldest winter day. Also, try their famous paninis or star sandwiches. Check them out online at sfdowntowndeli.com.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our truckin' deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back inside Geneva High School, a sold-out gymnasium. This game has been everything promised. 48-44, Lions leads Northstar. It's your Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report, and I'm happy to be joined here in the booth with a couple of Wayne Finger Lakes legends. I got to my left Devin Veeder, Lions class of 2015, is it?
13.
13, oh man, you're getting old. And Tyler Collins, 2014? 15, okay. Tyler, you're playing basketball at Brockport. You started at Corning. Now you're at Brockport. How's it going? How's your season going?
It's going good so far. Dealing with some injuries, so haven't been able to play lately, but started off good. Good conference wins under our belt so far, and looking forward to the second semester.
Also a couple of sectional champions here. Tyler with Newark, of course, Devin with Lions. And Devin, before we get to I want to talk about your new side job, but any similarities between this team and your sectional championship teams of years past?
Yeah, I mean, they're more athletic than we were a little bit, that's for sure. But I'll tell you what, this reminds me a lot of the Newark game that we played. Actually, Tyler was in that game, too. He was a sophomore. The atmosphere, you guys did the game for us.
First time you guys played in like 46 years.
Yeah, this atmosphere reminds me a lot of that. I mean, hopefully this this game looks like it's going to be a little better than that one. But, yeah, no, it's great atmosphere.
Don't you think that more matchups like this should happen, or like the Newark Lions game? You guys are neighbors. You haven't played in 46 years. You get together, and it's just an amazing time. I just wish there was more of that, you know?
Definitely.
So, Devin, you're refereeing now, so you're seeing things from a different perspective out there on the court. Are you enjoying that?
I am. I'll tell you what, I'm glad I'm not doing anything like this yet. Wow, it's got to be a tough game to officiate. But, yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. It's going well.
Just down in Keshequa earlier today, right?
Yeah, so long trip, yeah.
And you're still in school, right?
Yeah.
So where are you going? Nazareth?
Yep. Still at Naz, yep.
And what's next for you guys?
Oh, man, I have no idea. I don't want to think about that question yet.
I didn't know either when I was your age. I really didn't.
Oh, man. I just finished up school at Brockport, finish my basketball career, and then I want to end up being a sports agent, something along that lines, but a lot of questions.
Yeah, well, as a guy who's playing college basketball at a high level, obviously Justin Smith, Miles Brown, both are going to play somewhere at the next level. How would you handle guarding? Well, let's start with Miles Brown. How do you guard a guy like that?
I mean, he came out the game and hit a couple threes, which forced him to take a step closer, and then he just started blowing by after that. So, I mean, I guess you got to live and die by the three, take away the drive because he's such a great finisher.
Yep.
But if he hits a couple, he gets hot quick. So,
and I don't think you ever played on a team with Justice Smith, but you probably, when he was younger, matched up with him, in after practices or. Obviously, impossible to guard.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, especially a lot of guys out there, no one can match his height. You just got the same thing with him. You got to make him shoot it and hope he misses a little bit. I mean, you don't want to see him at the rim, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, how about predictions here? Lions up by 4. Justice Smith, both with 2 fouls apiece. How's the second half going to play out?
Oh, man, I think it's going to be a shootout. It might even touch the hundreds at this rate.
Yep.
Not a lot of defense going on, but I think that Justice Smith is escaping that first half with the 2 fouls and not picking up the third, even though he played. I think that'll come up big as he makes some big plays down the stretch and pull it out for him.
How do you think your alma mater going to pull this one out?
I hope so. I'm going to call it overtime game just because I want to see it, you know.
Yeah.
But a close one in overtime. That's my prediction.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you guys do get done with school, you'll always have a spot in the broadcast booth. You guys did a great job. So maybe that might be a side job coming up. We don't pay. I don't know if you can make a career out of it, but
hey,
but we'd love to have you. So thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. So we're going to step aside for 60 seconds. When we come back, second half action from the Panthers den.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cramtastic new and used vehicle inventory online at billcramchevrolet.com.
Smith and Smith.
And welcome back. Second half action about to be underway. Let me run through the first half scoring for Northstar-Christian. Miles Brown with 21. So that would mean he is just 42 points away from becoming the all-time Section 5 leading scorer. Ryan Garwood with 8. Sean Smith with 6. Michael Brown with 5. And Josh Capilaretti with 4 for Lions. It's Justice Smith with 17, of course, 2 fouls, 10 for Justin, 10 for Weaver, 7 for Benji Kemp, and 5 for Aaron Romero. Both Smith brothers with 2 fouls. Second half underway. Turnover to start things off. Here comes Weaver. Bounce pass to Smith, off his hands and out of bounds.
We'll see if Northstar has, Coach Garwood's been around a while. They do run a couple sets, so we'll see if he has a little adjustment for this 2-3 zone that's bothered them.
I think the fact they're not great condition right now is bothering them more than what Lions is doing. They're not getting up and down the court at all.
Cross course pass. Strong take and finish by Sean Smith.
But you're right, the Lions zone is bothering them.
And here comes Tootie driving, hanging, can't finish. Rebound Northstar.
Smith's a pretty nice player for a sophomore.
Oh, no doubt. Boy, oh boy.
And now Miles Brown loses it. Here comes Benji Kemp, and Kemp loses it to Garwood. Garwood throws it off of Tootie Smith, but
love Benji. He's got to give that up, though.
Yeah. Miles looks to penetrate, does, hangs, and can't finish. Travel.
Second one they've called on that Euro step.
It's funny, guys. I talked to Devin and Tyler Collins, and they liken this atmosphere to the Lions-Newark game that was held in Newark a few years ago. Remember that game?
I do.
First time they played in 46 years?
Yep.
Love to see them do it every year.
Yeah, I tell you, I would too. Neighbors, you know? And David Weaver now top of the key. It's Weaver, Kemp, Justice Smith, Justin Smith, and Horace Betts. Kemp spins and gets stripped by Miles Brown. Here comes Miles straight into Justice, blocked, and no call, jump ball. So maybe during halftime the refs got together and realized that they were going to maybe not want to dictate the outcome of this game with foul calls.
That was a clean block.
Yeah, it was.
But it might have been a foul in the first half.
Right.
In the first quarter.
So Justice right in front of our position here on the baseline, rises, fires, back iron no good. And a reach by Tootie, and that is the difference between a sophomore and a senior.
Not a smart foul.
3 fouls on Justin Smith.
He did a really good job in the first half not picking up that third foul. That was just
a reaction.
Yep, that's all.
So 48-46, 6:01 left to go, third period. Jim Sinicropi, Zac Young, Kevin Sharp. Courtside is Miles Brown, hangs and finishes.
The fourth on Tootie. Pretty sure coach will go with Romero here.
Yep. Yeah, Romero up off the bench.
Gave him an enormous spark, I thought, in the second quarter. He might have been the difference in the second quarter. But 2 quick fouls already on Lions and closer to that bonus.
Yep. Is
third
Miles
missed free
Brown
throw.
misses another free throw.
That's unexcusable. You got to get the rebound there, guys.
And now Miles hangs and finishes. 25 points for Miles Brown. And now Romero drives. Floater off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Michael Brown. Knights lead by 2 with the basketball. Bounce pass to Smith. And now Garwood for 3. Front iron no good. Rebounded by Justice. And now Smith looks to penetrate. He gets into the lane, hangs, can't get the roll. Nobody there for the rebound. Here comes Northstar.
Pretty good defense by Mike Brown there.
Alley-oop, a little, I think that was his alley-oop. Benji Kemp with the rebound, outlet to Justice. Here comes Justice Smith. Straight to the basket, lays it up and in.
Little warning here on Lions. He just touched the ball after Benji.
19 points for Justice Smith. What a crowd. What a night.
Great high school atmosphere.
See how many stick around for the second half of our doubleheader. We'll have Geneva versus Rochester Prep.
They move Miles to the middle against that zone.
Oh, there's another 3-ball for Sean Smith, his 3rd of the game. He has 11, and now Northstar leads by 3.
Mike Brown, guarding Justice.
Weaver, pick and roll, 3-pointer, off. And Michael Brown saves it, but picked off by Romero, pretty crafty. And a foul on Miles Brown. Did they get Miles or Michael?
That's Michael, I think.
Yep, they got Michael. So that's 3 fouls on Michael Brown, just like that as well. So.
Romero on the spot again.
Not intimidated a bit. Love it for Aaron. Came such a long way.
Nice feed inside to Smith, who slams it home. Quickly the other way, though, they get the 2 points right back. It's Josh Pickett with his first bucket of the game. Now here comes Justice into the lane. Hangs, finishes. Could have been a foul, no call. 23 points for Justice Smith. Northstar leads by 1. Smith whips it to Garwood in the corner. Drives past Justice. Little contact, no call. Here comes Lions. Romero down the middle of the court. Kicks it to Weaver in the corner. In front of the bench. Offensive foul on Aaron Romero.
It's after the pass.
Yep. And Michael Brown stepping in again. 4 or 5 times he stepped in trying to draw it, and he got one right there.
3 fouls, too. Here's this look at that dunk by Justice Smith. Oh, boy. A little token pressure.
A little trap just to get it out of Miles' hands.
And into Michael's hands and into the basket.
I think you're at the point. I think Justice maybe is kind of trying to save it. He didn't really challenge him there. He's only got 2 now.
Yep, 3 minutes left to go here, 3rd period. Justice goes up, knocked away. Romero with it. Hurt some skin there, no call. And now Romero drives, hangs, that's off.
That's a little too
now
much.
He fouls.
It's a little too much for Aaron there, you know. Do your role. Play your role in the game.
Yeah. That's his 4th, I think, right?
3rd.
3rd, okay.
The Lions wants a timeout. Give me a chance to talk about Brad Van Dusen Photography, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, as well as specializing in photos of various student athletes. Book your appointment at bradvanduzenphotography.com. And want a great meal while pinching a penny? Come to Penny's Place Restaurant in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. And Connie's Diner has the ambiance you will only find in a true diner. Check out their menu at connieswaterloo.com. We're going to look at some of the U Prep Tigers getting ready for the nightcap of our doubleheader here at the Holiday Classic.
Rochester Prep. Very different than
Rochester.
U Prep.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Very different than U Prep.
Around the league tonight, a lot of holiday tournaments. Minders, I don't know how you hear how they did in that tournament against Skinny Atlas. They were in the final.
Game starts at 7,
okay,
so
they're
probably
playing
right now.
The host Skinny Atlas, state-ranked team on Class B. Avoca at Palmat, Greece Olympia at Sodus. Clyde Savannah at South Seneca. Interesting game there. Red Jacket in their own tournament along with Mid Lakes. And a lot of girls action as well tonight. Found that Marion outlasted Newark last night on the girls' side to stay undefeated.
Yep, saw that.
You went to that game?
No, I saw the score. Yeah. Newark is, I think, had to play well to stay within 5 points of Marion.
So Marion among the undefeated teams in the Wayne Finger Lakes, along with your Lyons Lions, who trail by 3 here, 2:52 to go. As Michael Brown with those 3 fouls works against the 2-3 zone. That's Horace Betts and Amir James at the top. Weaver Kemp and Justice Smith at the bottom. Justin Smith on the bench with 4 fouls. Miles Brown looks to work against Weaver. Drives baseline, kicks it to Garwood. 3-ball on the way, short. Right into the hands of Miles Brown. Betts tries to steal it away. Kemp knocks it away. It'll stay with Northstar.
That was maybe close to a third on Justice. I don't know. I saw Garwood fall. Maybe pulling over Reggie Miller, kicking the leg out.
I think that's what he was doing.
Smart play for a freshman.
Now Smith swings it over to Michael Brown. Fresh shot clock, 25 to shoot now. Garwood back to Brown. Brown crosses over, hangs. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Kemp. Now here comes Justice. His Lions down 3. Kemp, top of the key. Weaver drives.
Mistake.
Lays it up. No good. We got a foul call, though.
Weaver been a little quiet this half. See if he can make a couple free throws here.
I've noticed in transition, Northstar's finding him better in the transition defense.
Yeah.
10 first half points. Scoreless so far here in the third. This is the first free throw.
Yeah.
And Weaver makes the second free throw.
Little diamond press here. 1-2-2. Kind of.
Oh.
I think it surprised Northstar. I don't know about that. That was right in front of us.
That's a play on.
Third foul on Benji Kemp.
Here comes the X-Man, Xavier Reeves, into the game.
First time today.
Give Xavier a lot of credit. Didn't get a lot of time last year. Stuck with it. And he's in a huge game right now.
Reeves, a 5'11 senior. And Smith rises for 3 and hits it. Big shot by Sean Smith. 4 3-pointers tonight for Sean Smith. 5-point lead, 1:36 to go here, third period. Underneath the Reeves, into the corner. Amir James rises, fires, hits!
Big shot.
Very big. Nice pass by Reeves as well.
Sure.
Knowing his role, probably not going to finish that.
For another travel.
No.
Don't give him the
Oh, wow. They're going to get Horace Betts. They're talking about it, though. That was a travel. Wow.
Oh, boy.
We got 6-2 now in fouls with 1:21 to go in the third.
Second foul on Horace Betts. And now into the corner. Michael Brown tries a 3 and hits. Big answer there. So instead of Lions basketball, they call a foul, and now it's back to a 5-point lead.
And Mike's really worked on that part of his game, too. He couldn't do that a couple years ago.
Horace Betts into the lane, and now we got a foul on, looks like Sean Smith. Just 2 fouls on Smith. They're going to call it a shooting foul. 2 shots coming now for the sophomore. Horse bets the 4th. This is the first. Hey, the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes is also the oldest in America. See what's playing at the Omen Theater online at omentheater.com. Another missed free throw, loose ball, pulled in by Pickett, handed off to Michael Brown. Pushes it way up ahead to Garwood. And we got a foul on Amir James. That'll be free throws.
Oh, boy.
Again, sophomore kind of mistake there, just reaching in. And Amir's a very aggressive defender. But right now, if you play that, and they call that every time,
right,
you're going to the free throw line. And Garwood's kind of struggled here as of late. So his free throws might get him back on track as well.
So Garwood with his first points of the second half. He now has 9. Make it 9 as Justice pulls down the rebound. 6-point lead for the Knights. 52 seconds to go in the period. Justice drives baseline, hangs in the air, can't get it to go, gets his own tip. Another rebound, up,
get in.
In!
Playing a little volleyball there, as I like to call it.
Yeah, tip it to himself, self-pass there.
Big bucket for Lions.
Who did they tag with a foul? Was it Pickett?
I think so.
If it was, that's Pickett's 3rd. And here's a look at that second and third and fourth efforts by Justice Smith for finally getting it to go down. And now the free throw is good. And Justice Smith has 26 points here, 40 seconds to go, about an 8-second differential between the shot and game clock, but Miles takes it right to the basket and scores. Miles Brown lead back up to 5. Shot clock now off with 29 seconds to go. Betts tied up by Michael Brown. Miles Brown takes it right to Justice and finishes. 18 seconds to go, lead up to 7. 10 seconds on the clock. Justice picks it up, gives it to Weaver, swings it to James. James drives. Double clutch, blocked away by Pickett, out of bounds with 3 seconds to go.
What do you do here, Coach?
Try to get something to Justice real
Little-
quick on a
little
lob.
right
I mean,
here?
just put your hand up.
Yeah.
Even if they got 3 guys on you, put your hand up and just try to jump and elevate and throw it over the top. He just did it on the last play where they scored.
Right.
Or you're gonna have Betts open for a corner 3 here. They're not even guarding him.
James inbounds to Weaver. Long 3 ball, in and out. And Reeves' shot comes after the buzzer. And so at the end of 3 periods of play, your score, Northstar-Christian 68, Lions 61. 8 more minutes of basketball coming up next here on FingerLakes1.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rob Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
Welcome back to Geneva High School. Jim Sinicropi alongside Kevin Sharp and Zac Young. Jeremy Hunt manning the main camera. Paul Russo on camera 2. Our producer for today's broadcast, Jason Hunt. Glad you could be with us. It's been a highly entertaining evening here in Geneva. And we've got 8 more minutes to decide this one. A battle of undefeated teams in Section 5. North Star leading 68-61. Miles Brown, boy, that would have been an early dagger, but instead, in and out, rebounded by Lions. A chance to cut into that lead. Justice hangs and finishes. Man, that is tough. That's tough.
Right at Miles. I'm surprised Miles didn't attack Tootie the last time. Try to get his 5th.
Blocked by Smith. He's got 28 points so far. The lead down to 5. James open in the corner. Drives, nice bounce pass to Kemp, stolen away by Miles Brown. Somebody's got to find Smith over there. Oh, wow. Unlike Miles Brown to miss that shot.
Good defense by Benji there, straight up.
And James again from the corner. 3 ball, in and out. Tapped away by Benji Kemp. And now James comes up with it. No call against Michael Brown. This is going to be a charge.
I think the right call there.
Yeah.
I agree.
3rd foul on Amir James. Tough atmosphere to be a referee, no doubt.
Let's see if the depth of the Lions here can, play a factor here. Hopefully have some fresher legs like they did in the second quarter. North Star is kind of slowing the pace a little bit.
Walking it up is Michael Brown. Now he explodes into the lane, gets it baseline to Pickett, lays it up and in. Strong move by Josh Pickett. He has 4.
That's a bonus for North Star when he gets a bucket.
Now Tootie Smith with it, playing with those 4 fouls. Hangs, misses. Another rebound by North Star. And it's Sean Smith with the basketball. Kicks it over to Michael. Back to Smith. And now Miles Brown into Smith. Dumps it down to Pickett. Now Garwood drives. Hangs, fires that short. Justice tips it to Weaver, but Garwood steals it away from him. A freshman strips it from a senior.
Great pass.
And now Pickett up over Justice Smith. 4 straight points for Josh Pickett.
Danger time right now.
And Tootie drives.
Boy, good answer.
Bucket good in the foul. Wow. So 4 fouls, sophomore, 4th quarter. Not afraid. Here we get a look at that dish to Pickett, who goes right up over Justice Smith. So
both teams done a good job taking the best shooter, spot shooter away. Weaver really hasn't got a lot of looks, and neither is Garwood here in the second half.
Yeah, you're right about Garwood. Force him to put the ball on the deck and do something off the dribble. Stand still.
Tootie Smith has 13. Lead now 6 with 5:52 to go. Garwood open this time. Too hard off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Benji Kemp. Pushes it up ahead to Amir James. He sets, he fires, he hits!
6-0 run.
3-point game.
2 sophomores, right? Who has 6 points?
Oh, Miles Brown loses on the way up. Romero has it. Hands it off to Justice. Justice pulls up, fires, no good. He had his brother wide open on the wing. Oh, Miles now another Euro step. That is a little too easy.
It's a big swing there. I think Justice, he kind of slapped himself on the head. I think he knows he goofed up. He kind of went for the home run, but a lot of time left. Just stick with it, and hopefully, I think there's going to be 4 or 5 more runs like that in the game, guys.
Too. Yeah, that's. I don't blame Justice for that. Senior leader come down. He's knocked down a couple threes already. We got Lions has some momentum, so let's try to tie this thing up.
31 points for Miles Brown on the night. Justice Smith, 28 points. Lions led by 4 at the halftime break, and now it's a 5-point Northstar-Christian lead. And we get a look at the Wayne County standings. Now, this is the thing about tonight. Maybe Granada, maybe East Rochester, 1 out of 10 times might be able to beat this Lions team, but they've got Wayne County wrapped up. So how many more times after tonight is Lions going to be challenged with a team the caliber of a team they're going to face on the road to a sectional title and beyond?
Well, if they win tonight, Geneva, I think, would be a competitive game.
Yeah.
They're playing St. Joe's out of Buffalo in the Niagara Fall Tournament in late February. I think that would be a good tune-up for them. And Granada gave them a pretty good game last time.
Yeah,
right?
they sure did.
They did.
So, but besides that, not much.
Yeah. And that's, Wayne County has been great in recent years. They've had some great matchups between Lions and Clyde. North Rose Wolcott had a great team for a 3-4 year run. Red Creek between Jake Slobe and Klein. Gannon has been consistently strong as a big finish by Tootie Smith.
Tootie's been a factor in this fourth quarter since he's been in.
And, of course, East Rochester has some sectional titles of their own. So it's a great league, but this year a little down, and Lions just too dominant. As Michael Brown finishes. Lead back up to 5. It's Smith out top working against Miles Brown. Now it's Amir James against a freshman. Sophomore against a freshman, loses it. 2-on-1 the other way. Michael Brown pump fake up and in. Lead back up to 7. We're at 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go in this one. Tootie straight to the hole, rises, hangs, can't finish. Justice, though, there to clean it up.
It looks like right now those two are I would just take turns.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Brown
just like
brothers
the other brothers,
yep.
Right.
All in the family here at Geneva High School. 5-point lead for North Star.
Tootie has done an amazing job so far this quarter.
Big shot by Miles Brown.
There's too much room.
34 points. As Justice takes it right to the hole and finishes, man. Back and forth. Now Miles Brown over Amir James. Yeah, forget about it. Back-to-back threes. And they both keep scoring, but the North Star lead gets bigger. It's now 9 points, 3:38 to go in the ball game, and what a performance by these two superstars.
Unbelievable. Well, he's going to be the leading scorer in Section 5 for history for a reason, right? I mean, that's just what he's doing here is incredible. And then Justice as well. I mean, two of the top.
And when you watch it, Amir James is a great on-ball defender.
Right.
And he just went right by him a couple of times.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if you're Coach Schott. I don't know if you got a ton of answers for it right now. I don't know if you try a little wrinkle and make somebody else hit a shot, maybe a box of one, but you're kind of drawing for straws right there.
No doubt.
If you box him, he's too smart. He's going to give it up on somebody else. Same thing with Lions. If you try to box Justice, they have too many weapons.
And if you do box, I mean, Michael Brown's hit a couple foul line jump shots, so they've got other people that can step in and score as well.
But, Lions was down. You said danger time a couple times.
Right.
I mean, there's certainly enough time in this game they got to get a bucket here.
Absolutely.
And, I expect Coach, if they score, to come out with some full court pressure. And if Tootie fouls out, he fouls out, and just try to get more possessions in the game.
Yep.
We just got to look at Coach Brian Miller, head coach of the Geneva Panthers. His squad will take the court next against Rochester Prep. We'll have that game for you in its entirety as well. But some business to take care of here in the first half of our doubleheader.
Interesting, Romero in the game for James.
Yeah, so it'll be Romero, Justin Smith, he's got the basketball, Justice Smith, Benji Kemp, and David Weaver. And Justin drives, gets it to Romero. Bounce pass to Justice. Behind the back, guarded by Miles Brown, spins up and under and in. Wow.
That's a move. North Star fans want to travel.
34 points for Justice Smith.
And North Star's not in a hurry here, just kind of taking their time. Pretty smart. They got a 7-point lead. 3 minutes to go.
Michael Brown working against Romero. Baseline, behind the back, picked off by Kemp. And now he's tied up. No, we got a foul on Josh Pickett. That'll be 4 fouls on Pickett.
I don't know if that's the time for a behind-the-back pass.
Very lazy pass there, too.
When I say slow it up, it means they took 15 seconds off the shot clock, too, guys.
Now, they are walking it up as of late. There hasn't been much walking.
Little
down
pressure
the court.
from North Star here. Maybe Lions can get a cheap foul.
Up ahead to Tootie. They break that pressure. Now Tootie into the lane, spins, pumps. Tough shot, though. Good defense. Ball on the ground. Kemp battles for it. We got a jump ball. Jump ball, yep.
There he is.
Stay with Lions.
All over the court, man. I just love that kid's work ethic. I love the way he goes at it. He's a competitor. He plays extremely, extremely hard.
Way up top to Weaver. Lets a 3-ball go. Short. Kemp and Romero battle for it. Kemp comes up with it. hands it to Justice. Back out top to Weaver, fresh shot clock. Now Tootie Smith. Long two-pointer. Big fourth quarter for Tootie Smith. 7 points in the fourth, 17 on the ball game. Lead down to 5. Big defensive possession for the Lions.
Kind of extended that zone a little bit, but North Star running some clock. Looks like they're going to try to double Miles.
Yeah, and he dribbles right through it and takes it to the basket, finishes it. Rebounded by Justice, way up ahead to Romero. Romero leaves it for Tootie. Tootie over Michael Brown. Tough shot, fadeaway. Good defense by Michael Brown. And Aaron Romero just picked up his 4th foul. That is great defense by Michael Brown. They had a 2-on-1 break, and he forced Tootie Smith to take a fadeaway baseline jumper for about 6 feet.
It's a big swing.
That's a huge swing right there.
So now to the free throw line comes one of their better shooters in freshman Ryan Garwood. Not your typical freshman. He made 4.
Oh, he's going to be a fantastic player.
Yeah.
Sure.
First free throw's good. Garwood made 4 3-pointers down in Binghamton as Northstar-Christian won their state semifinal game before losing to Lake George in the finals.
Okay, still 2-possession game. You don't need a 3 if you're Lions, though. Still plenty of time. Go to the rack.
6-point game. Justice Smith over to his brother Justin. Back to Justice. Guarded by Michael. Shoots over Michael. Hits!
Or bang a 3.
Cold-blooded.
Wow.
1-possession game. Miles Brown with it. Gets it into the corner to Michael Brown. Michael Brown sets it up. 22 seconds to shoot. 1:32 to go in the ball game.
They're just going to try to double him wherever he goes.
Romero almost got another steal. Back into Miles Brown. Miles takes it.
Missed it.
Too high. Rebounded by Smith. Smith up ahead to Romero. Romero thought about a 3. Gives it to Weaver. Back to Smith. Smith baseline up to Tootie Smith now. He rises, fires, and can't get it to go. Cap up for the rebound. Pickett falls down. Travel on Pickett. I don't know about that one, guys.
Lions got a call there.
They sure did.
Let's see if they can take advantage.
Boy, Tootie Smith not shy when it comes to shooting the ball in these big situations here. It's just a sophomore.
And Ben Camp involved in that, too.
Yep. And now we have a timeout, Northstar-Christian. So 1:10 to go, 85-82. Lions trails by 3. Aaron Romero with 4 fouls. Justin Smith with 4 fouls. Justice Smith just with those 2 fouls that he got early on, so he can certainly be aggressive. What do you expect Coach Schott to do here?
Well, first of all, you got to get it in. I think they're not going to have a problem with that. But I don't know. I like to go for the 2. If you have,
I agree.
Get it in, give it to one of the Smiths, let them drive and kick it if they have it. But a lot of time left, and right now, if Lions draws a foul, they go to the free throw line too.
Yep. The first look definitely has to be to Justice. He has to touch the ball in this possession.
This is also a great time if you have a draw lob play, to try it. Because Justice can just elevate. Miles is really the only one that can elevate with him. But if you can execute it right, you might be able to get a cheapie.
Justice can also get his 3-point shot off over anybody.
Northstar's calling another timeout.
Back-to-back timeouts?
A double timeout. I think just for rest, fatigue.
Yeah, now here they come.
Oh, no, I think he was checking to see if 30. I thought he motioned.
Are they giving it to him underneath? Or on that?
Oh, I thought it should be
underneath, right to our left
here. It's
here.
Go the other side.
Romero will inbound it.
Yeah, I look for Smith maybe to screen away here. Look for a lob.
Smith brothers, Weaver, Kemp, and Romero. And they throw it up top to Tootie Smith. Full shot clock, 32 seconds to shoot here, 85-82. Justice with it, drives, kicks it to Tootie. Tootie rises and fires and misses. Rebounded by Kemp, up, no good. Rebounded by Romero, dribbles, finishes.
Hey, Ron with a big take. All right, here we go.
And 46 seconds to go, 34 seconds on the shot clock. 1-point ball game here in Geneva. And now Romero guarding Michael Brown. Everybody, capacity crowd on their feet. 27 seconds to go.
Northstar's asking for a timeout.
And they get it. So we have 14 seconds on the shot clock, 25.3 seconds on the game clock. 1 point separates these two undefeated teams. And even if North Star scores a 2-point bucket, still a 1-possession game.
Lions have possession.
What do you think, Coach?
What do I think right here?
Yeah.
As far as from North Star? Or?
As far as Lions, what do you think they got to do?
I think you got to have guys all over Miles Brown.
Yeah.
Let somebody else beat you.
They've been running two at him, it seems, the last couple possessions.
Yep.
And if Garwood hits a three or Smith or somebody else scores, they score.
I would definitely be careful with Smith. He's got the hot hand today. Garwood seems a little shaky to me. So
agree.
Do you consider a fouling?
No.
I'm not a big fan of that.
Not with this much time left either.
Yep. And
if you were going to foul, you would have fouled, about 10 seconds earlier.
Right.
But the worst thing for Lions here, North Star comes down, runs it down, they hit a three, that's a dagger.
Yeah.
Normally about this time we choose our Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant Player of the Game, but a little too early to make that call. I think it will be either obviously Miles Brown or Justice Smith, but Aaron Romero making a case as a dark horse with some big plays on both ends of the court.
And I'll tell you what, Ben Kemp has been involved in a lot of rebounds.
They got Weaver on Miles here. Looks like man-to-man for Lions.
Yep.
Justice kind of playing a rover.
Again, just 14 seconds to shoot. They get it in, but a long way from home here. Shot clock now at 10 as Miles Brown brings it across the timeline, guarded by David Weaver. He drives, may take an extra step, and he's fouled.
Okay.
And that's the third foul on Justice Smith.
Looks like he turned his ankle or his knee a little bit here, staying down.
Looks like he's trying to stretch for a calf. Cramp maybe?
His two shots.
So 2 shots coming for the man that's soon to become Section 5's all-time leading scorer. He misses the front end.
He missed it. Here we go. Coach Ott usually lets him play in this situation. I think he's gonna.
I think so too.
37 points on the night for Miles, make it 38 for Miles Brown. 2-point ball game, 13 seconds left. Here comes Justice Smith. Up and under, kicks it out to Romero. Romero, 7 seconds to Tootie Smith. Tootie Smith drives, he loses it, out of bounds. North Star's gonna win the game. And we're gonna have probably an intentional foul with 1.1 seconds left. Nope, just a regular foul, hard foul. As Miles Brown stays down. 1.1 seconds left. Going to take a miracle now for Lions. That was a tough situation there with Tootie Smith driving, losing the basketball, and all of a sudden they were able to take it the other way. Weren't able to pick up a quick foul. As Miles Brown still down. He's getting up though. Say 1.1 second. The crowd now starting to shuffle out because if they don't, it's going to be a long time drive. Jaden Peters to my right, Mason Vandemortel exiting the building. So Miles Brown with 2 free throws will seal it. With 1 free throw, it will still take a miracle with just 1.1 seconds left. Lions has timeouts. Now the girls' game, you can advance it with a timeout, right? Not so in the boys' game.
Not the boys yet, no.
As Hunter Bastian checks into the ballgame for the first time.
Coach giving Romero maybe a little shout out there. I thought he had just a great game.
Fantastic.
Right.
Best I've ever seen him play, both ends of the court. Was really a difference maker. So first free throw is good, so Miles Brown can seal it here with the second. Stay with us for our got a Lions timeout. Stay with us for the Little John Orthodontics Smiles with Style post-game show. And guys, our player of the game, Miles or Justice?
Co-players.
Co-players of the game. I think they both come over here.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if they both like to come over here tonight. I think this is a pretty upsetting loss for Justice Smith and Lions. 2 straight losses to North Star. They ended their season last year. Certainly played well enough to win this game. In a lot of ways, they outplayed North Star. Would have liked to see Justice Smith maybe get a few more shots down the stretch than he did.
Right.
Yeah, Tootie took some shots, didn't make many of them, just a sophomore.
A lot different situation, though, between this year's loss and last year's loss. They can build off this towards it.
100%.
Last year was the end. This year is a means to an end.
Correct.
Just another game.
Yep. Miles Brown to seal it, 4-point lead. That should do it. 1.1 seconds left, and that will do it. What a ball game here from Geneva. Your final score, Northstar-Christian 88. And we got, what's going on here?
Just tell him to get off the court. I don't know
Why
what's
would
going
he?
on.
Why can't they come on the court and celebrate?
I think the clock screwed up, and they should just end the game.
Yeah.
But nobody touched the ball, and they started the clock.
4-point.
Well, he did touch the ball.
Well, Michael Brown caught the ball.
Michael Brown taught it.
So,
I think they might have started it prior. The clock definitely went off before it should have. Not that it really.
No.
It's going to make a difference. I don't know
so
what's
I
going
think
on.
North Star is just going to stay over there. Lions will inbound it, and that'll be it. And then we'll get ready for game 2 of our doubleheader.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do.
Geneva Rochester Prep up next. As now officials talking with Coach Schott. Disappointing for Lions faithful. The Lions certainly gave it all they had.
I was proud of the way the kids handled themselves, though.
Yeah,
tonight
I agree.
In this environment,
Absolutely.
that's a huge bonus for them going forward. And you're not going to play in a tougher environment than this.
Fortunately for Lions, like you said, this isn't the end of the season. They're going to.
This is ridiculous right now.
Yeah, I don't know what could be possibly going on.
Get the ball in and let's end the game. You're putting 2 seconds on the clock. It's just
It was 1.1.
No, so now it's 2.
1.1.
Yeah. How can they even ascertain that at this point, you know?
Unless they're trying to just let everybody out here a little slower. I don't know what's going on. I mean, Dave's a veteran official. Let's go.
Now we got people blocking our vantage point here. Again, just now the clock's back to 1.1. 4-point game. And Benji Kemp gets it into Justice. Lets a half-court shot go. Front iron no good, and that will do it. Your final score here from Geneva, Northstar-Christian Knights 88, Lions 84. Northstar moves to 6-0. Lions move to 7-1. We'll be back right after this with your postgame show.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontics, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, The Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connie's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
It's big truckin' deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our truckin' deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes.
All right, welcome back here inside Geneva High School. What's your final score? Lions loses to Northstar-Christian 88-84. We're expecting Miles Brown over here for our post-game show. And then we're going to have game 2 of our doubleheader between Geneva and Rochester Prep. And so, Coach Young, before we get you out of here, because you're not going to stay for the second half, before Miles gets over here, just your general thoughts on what was a great effort by Lions, just falling a little short to the now Class A2 Northstar-Christian Knights.
Yeah, like I said before the broadcast, it's a great game for them either way. It's just two fantastic players going at it. What Coach Garwood called, that's what he wanted. It's a great atmosphere. They're not going to see that type of team in Class C. The only team they might see as athletic might be if they make it to the Western Regionals. Unless I don't know about somebody in Section 5. So, you can watch the tape from that, and this is what we got to get better on. And, it's good to have some of those games at the end before you get into sectionals, just to have that experience. Yep. And a lot of the kids stepped up. They just, came down to the Lions missed a couple shots at the end, and, North Star's Miles just a little too much.
Yeah, I've seen Lions play 4 times this year, and they did the best job they've done all year as far as defensive rebounding, getting back in transition, helping the helper. So if they can build on that, they're really, really going to be tough.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was a phenomenal basketball game. We got everything that we hoped we'd get out of it, in particularly the 2 premier draws. Miles Brown, who we hope to have over here shortly, finishing with, 29, 31. I got him for 40 points after those final free throws. Justice Smith finishing with, I
think 37.
30. I have 39 unofficially.
Okay. Yep.
So, 40 and 39 from those two guys. What a show they put on, as we still were waiting for Miles Brown.
He's on his way here right now.
Okay.
I'll let you guys interview him. He's a good kid.
All right, Zach, hey, always enjoy
having
you in the booth, Zach.
I'll get in for another game or 2.
Yeah, I'm sure that won't be the last one.
Remember, Section 3. We got to get you over to Weesport once.
All right,
keep working,
we might get over there.
Thanks.
over there.
See you guys. Have
All
a
right,
good year.
Zach, happy holidays. So,
looks like a college coach has corralled Miles.
How much fun is that to have the guy that coached this team last year, sit in and watch a game like this against the team that ended the season? That was his last game coaching.
That was phenomenal. I mean, I sat here more as a spectator. I loved Zach's insight on what was going on. You couldn't ask for a better game. But Zach hit everything right on the nose.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
All right, so we're about to be joined by Miles Brown. Have a seat. Great game.
Congratulations.
So throw these on. Let me make sure that you're all hooked up. Okay, let me get this in there. Looking good. Okay, so hey, joined here on the Little John Orthodontics Smiles with Style postgame show with our player of the game, Miles Brown. Unofficially have you for 40 points. And were you looking forward to this game as much as everybody else was?
Going into this game, we knew it was going to be a hype game. Their fans were amazing, loud fan base. And going into this game, we knew it was going to be tough. A great opponent at Lions and a very good AGR player being Justice Smith. We knew going in forward that this was going to be a dogfight, and we fought through adversity and we came out victorious.
Yeah. Miles, I got to tell you, I've been following high school basketball for the last 45 years, and being the leading scorer in Section 5 coming up, God willing, I'm just so impressed with how you're able to put the ball in the basket, but more impressed with how you carry yourself on the court. I mean, you don't get caught up in the junk, and the theatrics, the talking, and you of all people could do it, but you just don't do it. I mean, I'm really a credit to your parents for the upbringing. It's a pleasure watching you play.
Yeah, part of that is just having Northstar-Christian across my jersey. Carrying that around is just like a big banner to everybody. They watch what I'm doing, and when they see Christian, they kind of hold me to a different standard. My parents tell me to stay above reproach on the court and off the court and carry myself respectably.
Well, you're doing it.
Hey, you absolutely do. Got to ask you, too, I noticed there were some scouts and some college coaches here. I've heard that Stony Brook's offered you. I've heard about Monmouth, Central Arkansas or something. You know, tell us a little bit about what you're thinking about heading into, college.
I have no clue what I'm going to do for college yet. A few colleges have reached out. Stony Brook offered. Monmouth just came to watch. I'm not sure. I have no clue what I'm going to do for college next year, and I'm just looking forward to just making a great one and then seeing all my choices going into college.
So all the way to the state finals in Class C last year, and the competition community moved you way up to A2. How do you feel about that move?
Going into this season, we knew we were going to get moved up. We just didn't know where. Was it going to be
right.
A or B? I thought it was going to be B, but when I heard we were going to be A, our mindset, the team's mindset never changed. We just focused on winning the championship, and that's all we want to do is just win.
Well, you're certainly doing a lot of winning. You just improved to 6-0 on the season. Up next is a trip to our tomorrow night. You'll play the winner of our next game between Rochester Prep and Geneva. Then at Aquinas, McKeel Christian, U Prep. It's a tough schedule you guys play, rightfully so, to get you ready for the postseason in A2. And Sharp, any last questions for Miles before we let him go?
No, where do you see you guys fitting in as far as the A2 class?
Oh, I see myself as the #1 seed. Going in, I have a lot of confidence in my guys. I've been part of this program for 5 years now, and I know what our guys can do. I've seen the other teams, a lot of good teams in A2, but I believe we're the #1 team, and we're going to go.
Two-time defending A2 champs, Wayne Eagles. Have you seen them play?
No, I haven't. I know Logan, good friends with him. We grew up playing basketball together. A great player. We're going to have a tough game going against them if we end up seeing each other in sections.
Well, next time you're down this way in the Waterloo, Geneva area, you get yourself a free large pizza from Cicino's Pizzeria. Miles Brown, our Cicino's player of the game. There you go.
Thank you.
And a really pleasure watching you play. Congratulations the rest of the way, and maybe we'll see you again.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So we're going to step aside. When we come back, game 2 of our doubleheader. You're watching Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cramtastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontics, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, The Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connie's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
It's big truckin' deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our trucking deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes.
And welcome back inside Geneva High School. Game 2 of our doubleheader straight away between Geneva and Rochester Prep. Oops, scooch in here. Zac Young's gone. We kicked him out. So two-man booth the rest of this way. Here's your drink. Here's my drink. Jim Sinicropi, Kevin Sharp, and a great night for high school basketball. Hopefully about to get even better here as we get our first look at, or actually it's our second look at Geneva Panthers on Finger Lakes 1, but our first look at them with their full complement of players, in particular Akeem Hudson, the big fella back for Geneva.
Absolutely. Akeem Hudson, I think this is his third year on the varsity. I mean, I'm really impressed have been impressed. I haven't seen him play yet this year, but with his ability to finish around the basket and actually run the floor. He's a very big gentleman, but I mean, he gets up and down the court pretty well.
Yeah, Coach Miller certainly says that, you know, the main beneficiary of having Akeem Hudson back is their other big man, Reed Patchett, one of the best floors in the Finger Lakes East.
Absolutely. I think he's a four-year varsity player, and I've always been impressed with him. He finishes around the basket, extremely athletic, and just plays the game the way it should be played.
So they were also missing earlier in the season Liam Ryan. So finally they are at full strength now. They come into this game at 4-3 overall, 3-1 though in the Finger Lakes East, winners of one straight. So Liam Ryan, Jagger Kerr, Nick Askin, Parker Bossard, Kaya Pereira. These guys are all junior guards. They have a bunch of junior guards. It's David Weaver. David, good game. I still want to talk about that Lions game.
That was incredible. Yeah, I mean, I think this is the kind of year that Coach Miller's been looking for. With these guards coming up here, they've been groomed through the program.
Yep.
And, you know, I think that Liam Ryan coming back is a big boost to them. He got hurt during football season.
Yep.
Extremely talented football player. And I've watched him play youth basketball up through in JVs I think varsity last year too. Just a very smart, heady player.
Yeah, not knowing too much about their opponent, the Rochester Prep Tigers. They come in at 2-5, losers of two straight. Play an independent type of schedule here. They opened up their season with losses at Avon, CG Finney, and School of the Arts. They defeated Virtus, a team that Geneva defeated as well. But interestingly enough, Rochester Prep won 55-51. Geneva won 55-50. And then Rochester Prep went on to defeat Rochester Academy at RIT before losing to Northstar-Christian 96-52 and Franklin 74-47. So not the caliber of teams that we just saw in terms of offensive firepower, especially on Geneva's end, Coach Miller known for making it kind of ugly defensive struggles.
He likes to slow it down.
Yep.
He always works inside out. But I can tell you, Coach Miller does an excellent job of setting a game plan up to take the other team's strength away. That's one thing I've always been impressed with Coach Miller is he finds another team's strength, what they want to do, and he makes them do something that they're not comfortable doing.
So if we get a chance to look at our Marshall's Exteriors keys to the game, just remind you Marshall's Exteriors is your one-stop source for all your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallexteriorsny.com. And, you know, Sharpie, if you're Geneva, what do you got to do to come out with a win on your home court against what, you know, a 2-5 opponent here in Rochester Prep?
Well, I think they just, you know, their guys are just coming back. So I think they have to have some time to gel together. But the big thing is, I think, staying out of foul trouble. For Patchett and Hudson, if they both go out, you know, that's their strength is inside.
Yep.
So I'd like to see them stay out of foul trouble.
So really excited again to see the big fella, Team Hudson, back on the court. With him, he's got such soft hands for a big guy. Like he's got a soft little 10-foot jumper, pretty crafty around the rim.
Excellent footwork.
And excellent footwork as well, yeah. And Reed Patchett is a player who's getting some looks from some Division III colleges.
Yeah,
correct?
I was talking to Coach Miller beforehand, and actually the same conference that Brian plays at, they've been looking at, some of those schools have been looking at him. And he's the kind of kid, too, once, you know, you get him in college and get him on the weights, really hitting the weights, he'll easily put on 15 to 20 pounds of muscle.
Real nice kid. Lucky enough to have him and Reed Patchett in the studio for the Upstate Hoops podcast a few weeks ago. Really enjoyed that. I don't know if you caught my interview last Sunday with Greg O'Connor from Marcus Whitman along with John Donovan, and then from the girls' side, Bri Parzak along with Maddie Ryan, the sophomore center. It was Marcus Whitman in the studio. That was fun, too.
You know, every time I see kids in your studio, student athletes in your studio, it amazes me the composure that they have.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys, the Seneca Falls, Waterloo, last week Marcus Whitman, just did a great job with, you know, being gracious and being humble. I was very impressed with that. And I've always followed Coach O'Connor's program, and I really like what he's done. So it's not surprising to me that kids that play for him have that kind of an attitude.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of both Coach Parzak and O'Connor and everything that they're doing at Marcus Whitman. Our next live webcast next Friday in Marcus Whitman. It'll be a radio broadcast with a video replay. Naples against Whitman. I think it's a battle of undefeateds in the West. So big game in the Finger Lakes West. And then I think we're coming back, and this is the first time we're announcing this. Coming back on Tuesday, January 8th. Newark's traveling to Wayne. We'll be there for that one. And then the South Seneca girls taking on the Romulus girls on the same Thursday, and we get ready for starting lineups here. Good game, Coach. Good game.
Good job. Good job.
This Dean Schott setting to head home with his squad just a few miles north to Lyons. Starting lineup for Rochester Prep. Manuel Graham, a 5'4" sophomore. Bruce Lewis, a 6'2" center. Jaden Hayes, a 6'1" senior, 3-year varsity player. I don't know who number 32 is.
That's not in there.
I'm going to say that would be Daniel Walton, perhaps. Maybe they got it backwards. We're a little more familiar with the Panthers of Geneva, as there's Liam Ryan. And Jagger Kerr, junior forward. Again, a lot of juniors on this team that have been playing with Coach Miller since they were in 4th grade. Parker Bossard, another junior. And now the two seniors, Reed Patchett and the big fella, 6'4" center, Akeem Hudson, rounds out the starting lineup. And also with Coach Miller, Charlie Evangelista, former DeSales head coach, and JV coach Matt Desering on the bench. And Rochester Prep, again, one of those private schools from Rochester. You're never really exactly sure what you're going to get. They are in Class B2, Geneva in Class B1. And a big crowd still on hand here
Yeah,
in
I'm happy
Geneva.
to see all these people still here. A lot of the people still here. I mean, the crowd was overflowing, and what an atmosphere!
We
for
got
high school
overwhelmed
basketball
over
game.
here when they were leaving.
It was insane.
So ready for basketball here. Game 2. It will be Reed Patchett jumping against Bruce Lewis, the home-standing Panthers. And the ball's in the air. Patchett tips it to Jagger Kerr, who rises, fires, and misses. But Akeem Hudson there for the putback.
Nice soft hands.
And it's 2-0 Panthers early.
It's like a 1-3-1.
Yeah, and then we'll mix it up. Now into the corner. 3-ball in the corner. Back iron no good. Rebounded by Patchett. And up ahead to Bossard. Or over to Liam Ryan. And baseline Patchett rises, fires, hits. 4-0 Panthers early.
Nice little high-low there with Patchett coming out to the short corner. Hit a nice little 14-foot jump shot.
Home team leads by 4. Into the corner now. Jaden Hayes is a big boy over there, wearing number 13 with the basketball. Drives in the lane, leaves it for Lewis. Lewis, a little dipsy-do, too hard. Rebounded by Hudson. Outlet to Liam Ryan. Ryan straight to the basket and finishes. Explosive move by the junior guard.
It's a great outlet pass by Hudson that time, too, to get him out in transition.
And that would be Jaden Hayes again, swinging it across to Emmanuel Graham. And Hayes fires off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Kerr. And here comes Geneva. Kerr dumps it to Patchett. Patchett finishes. All Geneva early, coach.
Boy, what a nice start. What a nice start. It starts with the big guys, though. They got the rebounds, the outlet passes. Like I said, it started with the big guys. Nice outlet passes. Guys finish around the basket. I don't think they've missed a shot, have they?
No, I don't remember. Well, actually, Akeem Hudson had a putback off of Jagger Kerr mix.
Right.
But that's it. They're 4 for 5 shooting early here. 6:21 to go. Tell you about Jimmer's Auto on Fall Street in Seneca Falls, offering a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls, and every Wednesday night is 60-cent wing night. And I had lunch at Red's Place today and had a garbage plate. They have them every other Friday.
Not you.
They are a top 3 garbage plate in the region, and that's saying a lot.
I'm going to have to try it out.
Go Tom Walls has a great garbage plate. Nick Tahoe's, of course, and then Red's Place.
All right. That's high praise.
Here comes Parker Bossard. Over to Kerr, into Hudson. Also allows Coach Miller to work a little high-low with Hudson.
Nice play by Ryan.
And Patchett. As Ryan with a steal. Pass tipped away. It'll stay with the Panthers. 8-0 early here. Jim Sinicropi, Kevin Sharp, sitting baseline for game 2 of our doubleheader at the Geneva Holiday Classic.
Prep going to 2-3 out of bounds. Boy,
Hudson had a nice seal.
He sure did.
Kerr rises, fires, misses. And it's corralled by Jaden Hayes. Hayes right to the basket. Knocked away, thrown away. Save, though. Wow. Emmanuel Graham. And there we go, 21. That would be, we don't have him either. The numbers on the Section 5 website not matching the numbers on our roster. So, 3-pointer for somebody, 8-3. I'm not ashamed when that happens either, Coach, just because, you know, we do our homework.
We do, right.
And the rosters are posted, and we also try to double check them with the, the programs at the game, but the rosters aren't in here either. So what are we supposed to do? Jagger Kerr with the dagger. Kerr, three-pointer, 11-3. And you get that, too, with a lot of these non-traditional schools, I think. Some of the administrative stuff just isn't as
Slips
tight.
through the cracks, yeah.
Almost stolen by Kerr. Now Jaden Hayes, boy, he's pretty athletic, and so is Bruce Lewis, who missed that one in close. Great job by Liam Ryan coming back up with it. And the Panthers get to work.
High low again.
Patchett hit from that spot earlier, this time in and out. Rebounded, though, and back up and in by Kim Hudson.
Boy, he's awful tough inside. Very good at getting space, creating space.
Got to see how long he can go, too. Coach Miller says he does get winded. So 4 minutes into this first quarter, he has 4 points. And there's a foul on Jagger Kerr. Let's see if I can run over quickly after the first quarter, find out who number 21 is. And there's another kid, 32. Again, this Rochester Prep team in Class B2 with the likes of Penn Yan and Minders out of the Finger Lakes East. As Dante Reed checks into the ball game, there goes a kid having his first rest of the evening.
You know, Dante Reed coming in the game is awful athletic too. Just great job boxing out there.
Tremendous track star.
Not a bad guy to have coming off the bench.
Yeah, track. He is all-league track athlete.
I think his father was a phenomenal baseball player, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, he was my age. I played against him in Little League. And there comes a corner three ball, no good from Bossard, and stolen by Dante Reed. Gets it back to Kerr. And now Kerr sets up the offense for Brian Miller's Panthers and throws it away.
He was open in the middle, too.
Strong to the basket, and missing is Rochester Prep. And now Kerr drives.
Nice
Double
move.
clutch, can't finish. Good rebound by Reed, but eventually into the hands of Emmanuel Graham. And coming the other way, blocked by Reed.
Boy, he is athletic. He can run.
Big, too. Three ball off the mark, rebounded by Dante Reed. Into the hands of Liam Ryan. Ryan double team, passes out of it to Bossard. As Nick Askins getting set to check into the ball game along with Devontae Johnson. And Liam Ryan up and down, jump ball. So certainly a little more of a subdued atmosphere in this one. It got pretty crazy at the end of that Lions game.
It did. It was great seeing Lions fans show out for this, too.
Oh, boy, did they ever. Everybody that was anybody in Lions basketball was here.
And there were a lot of players from around the league here. You know, there had to be 20 people from Newark here. I saw a bunch of Wayne kids here.
I saw Jaden Peters, Mason Vandemortel. I saw some kid from Naples was here.
Yeah. Aiden Elliott was here. Josh Green was here. Kyle Martinez was here. A lot of players from around the league were here, as well as coaches and other officials.
Manuel swings it over to Hayes. Hayes back to Manuel. There's Marcus Thompson in the game now, too, for Rochester Prep. Shot no good, and Rochester Prep not shooting at a very good clip right now. I'd say they're about 2 for 12 or 13. Inside to Liam Ryan. He can't get it to go, but fights for the rebound. Gets it back, puts it back up, can't hit it. Dante Reed with it. He loses it. Reed Patchett now has it. Ball loose. And into the hands of Rochester Prep. Up ahead to Jaden Hayes. Baseline drive and finish.
Nice finish.
13-6. Panthers lead. Devontae Johnson. Over to Nick Askin. And back to Ryan. Boy, these kids got to love playing in this new gymnasium.
Sure
as Reed Patchett kicks it over to Askin for three. No good, but Reed comes flying and keeps it alive. Now Patchett loses it. And coming the other way is Rochester Prep. Bounce pass to Hayes. Baseline drive, can't get it to go. Reed can't hold it. It's on the ground again.
He is so active. Dante Reed is so active. Not a bad guy to have coming off your bench, that's for sure.
So Reed Patchett will take a seat along with Liam Ryan as we get our first look at Christian Tapscott. And Kaya Pereira checked in. Pereira did a lot of handled a lot of the ball handling duty when Liam Ryan was out, and here he is with the basketball now to Johnson, 3-on-1 situation, but Tapscott boots it. Coming back the other way, hard to keep track of what's going on here. A lot of loose balls and turnovers. Devontae Johnson, though, open from the wing. Back iron no good, and tough one over the back there on Dante Green.
I didn't see a foul there. I saw him get his hand on the ball. I mean,
Yeah,
he's just
there's no body
so much
contact.
taller. Geneva's played 9 guys so far today.
Yeah, and he might not be done. Nick King, we might see. We might see J.C. Miller, coach's son, J.C. Miller.
Right.
So 13-6 here, 40 seconds to go, first period. And this jumper, Devontae Johnson runs it down, thought about outletting it to Tapscott on the run out, thought better of it. Now Geneva can hold for one with just 1 second difference between the shot and game clock.
Actually 10. I don't think there's a starter on the floor right now for Geneva.
You are correct, there is not. 15 seconds, 14 seconds. Askin tries a three, no good. Reed keeps it alive again. And now, boy, Rochester Prep player didn't know how, Bruce Lewis did not know how much time was left on the clock, let one fly. So free possession with 4.9 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Miller was too happy about that shot. Even though it was wide open, it took too much time on the clock.
Oh, boy, another turnover. They didn't start the clock on time. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
That was the longest 4.9 seconds, and what's going to result in is a foul on Geneva.
And they didn't stop it on time.
So now we're going to get free throws when the quarter should have been over long before that shot.
Right, absolutely.
And it's going to be Bruce Lewis. So big development here in a 13-6 game. Rochester Prep been struggling to get points. And I see Derek Chance over here.
Derek's here, yeah.
Yeah. So Lewis free throw is up and good. He makes both of them. And so after 1 quarter of play here in Geneva, your score, Geneva 13, Rochester Prep 8. You're watching Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cramtastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
So back on the court for Geneva, still 5, not a starter for Geneva. He comes back with the same 5, Coach Miller does. And that's Bruce Lewis up and over the front of the rim, cuts the lead down to 3.
Really nice set that time for Rochester Prep. They were patient. They got a guy in the middle, got him the ball, and was able to score. That's how you do zones.
Johnson finds Tapscott, lays it up and in.
And that's how you break a press right there.
So I did find out number 21 is Wesley Henderson. He's a sophomore at 6'1". He's had 4 first quarter points. Number 32 is Danya Walton, also a sophomore. Was scoreless in the first quarter. Made a quick run over to the scorer's table. Got back before the commercial.
Almost as fast as
Dante Reed.
Dante Reed, that's right.
Maybe before we go home, we can challenge him to a race, baseline to baseline.
I don't know if you want to do that after that garbage plate today.
Yeah, that's if I didn't eat the garbage plate, it might have been able to take him. You're right. So more free throws for the Tigers. First one by Emmanuel Graham is missed. And the second free throw missed. Rebound Geneva. Here they come the other way. Reed Patchett is in the ball game here. He's only started
back on. Nice ball movement.
Tapscott finishes. So 4 points in the second quarter for Christian Tapscott, 17-10. Panthers. Oh, a little over. That's Ted Baker with a nice play over there for WGVA.
One-handed.
I gotta thank Ted too, because we're probably where he would prefer to be, but we were here for both games. He's just doing the Geneva game. So he found another spot, never complains about us and all our equipment and how annoying it must be for him trying to do his job.
Now, have you had him on your podcast before?
He used to do call-ins.
Right, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but I stopped having a regular exact time for the podcast, and it was just, but he was great to talk to. Tapscott's on fire.
I think that's 6 for him, isn't it?
Yep, all in the second quarter. Knocking down open jumpers from about the last two were open jumpers. The other was a layup off Geneva breaking the press.
Well, they're doing a great job of spreading the offense out, sharing the basketball, and there's going to be seams in that zone.
Emmanuel Graham lets one go. No good. Tapscott tips it to Reed Patchett. Up ahead to Kaya Pereira. Over to Johnson. Saves it. Up top to Tapscott. Nice catch. Gives it back to Pereira. Inside out. Askin open on the wing. Side not to take it. Devontae Johnson traveled before the drive.
When Tapscott gets that ball there, I think he might want to look inside to Patchett, because Patchett's trying to seal, and he's getting rid of the ball so quickly, he's not giving Patchett enough time to get good position.
And a lot of times you see that, maybe not at the varsity level, but especially younger levels, kids are running the offense. They're so focused on running the offense, they don't look for those opportunities, which are why you're running the offense.
Absolutely. That's why you want to get the ball there, because maybe you can have a mismatch down there with Patchett. He's doing a good job of sealing.
Steal by Pereira. Good control. Gets it to Tapscott. Blocked from behind, but fouled.
Two very solid referees on this game. Two of the best of Section 5, Ronnie Plummer and Jim Wilson.
And we got 2 shots coming for Tapscott. Tried to add to his second quarter total. He's the only Panther to score in the second quarter. And misses the first free throw.
Still a nice crowd here. Not like the last game, but.
No, you can see but this is a big gymnasium, so, you know, Tapscott makes a second. If you happen to see, this many people in the Atwood Gymnasium, the Lions, it's a packed house.
Right.
So it's 20-10 your score. Panthers lead. As Rochester Prep works it around the outside of that 1-3-1 zone. Everybody working around Reed Patchett in the middle.
Yeah, Geneva hasn't changed anything on defense. Still going that 1-3-1.
And another steal. Here comes Liam Ryan. Lays it up and off the back iron. Good running of the court by Patchett, and he scoop shot goes in. Great job by Reed Patchett. 6 points for the senior, and it's 22-10. Sorry about the scoreboard's incorrect right now. We got our production crew working on a couple technical issues. When we arrived here at the gym, there was no power available to us up top where our main camera is, operated by Jeremy Hunt.
You know, the last play by Patchett was one of the reasons why college coaches are here watching him tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he ran the floor.
Yep. Finished.
I muscled him for the rebound and then finished, yeah.
You've got Hilbert coach who's standing right here to our right. Talking to Coach Miller earlier, Hilbert's looking at him. He can play there.
So how much of Division III basketball is scouting and recruiting? Like, you know, how many guys will Hilbert coach here, you know, how many will he see in a month?
He's probably out every night that he's not practicing, have late practices or games. I mean, that's their job. They need to get players.
Yeah.
It's made it so much easier with the AAU circuit because they can go to the game and watch multitude of players rather than have to go to one gym on a Friday night in the middle of December to come watch one.
And so Rochester Prep basketball, it's Wesley Henderson. Skipping it over to Jaden Hayes, who drives and may have walked. Nope, we got a foul on Jagger Kerr.
They changed the defense up that time. They went to man-to-man. A lot of coaches will do that out of a timeout, switch defenses.
So that's 2 fouls on Kerr. Can apologize for some of the technical issues we're having here. This nice brand new gymnasium in Geneva, they have power outlets up there by where Jeremy is, but it's in a door that's locked, a box that's locked. Nobody could get into it. Nobody had a key.
They couldn't open it today, huh?
No.
Wow.
So we went off of batteries and hoped that we thought we had enough, but nonetheless, 22-10 your score. Panthers up early. And Hayes knocks down the free throw, cuts the lead to 11. And so for Geneva, it's Liam Ryan, Tapscott, Parker Bossard, and Akeem Hudson back into the ball game, and of course Reed Patchett.
Oh, nice play.
Patchett rises, fires, can't get it to go. And Hudson lucky not to pick up a foul there. Great play though by Emmanuel Graham. Gets it over to Hayes. And rising and firing and missing is Wesley Henderson, and they try to go long to Tapscott. Great hustle by Rochester Prep, keeping that alive right in front of their own bench.
Extremely athletic there.
And there's Jeremy's camera back in action. A little more pleasant viewing angle for folks watching at home. Rebounded by Hudson. Bossard finds Liam Ryan. And back to Ryan. Tries a three from the wing and knocks it down.
He just has total control of the game. He's never out of control. He makes the right decisions.
Biggest lead of the game for Geneva at 14, 25-11. And a steal by Ryan. Yep, he does come up with it. And they push it way up ahead to Tapscott, who drives, and we got a blocking foul on Emmanuel Graham.
I'm impressed with Geneva tonight.
Yeah, we talk about them slow defensive, trying to keep the score down. They're looking to run it tonight.
Absolutely. They're very unselfish. The 1-3-1 they're playing, very difficult. It's a very good, difficult defense to teach, but it's even more difficult to try to beat it. They're very active.
I figured it out.
So Tapscott free throw. Boy, he's having a huge.
I think 10 points.
I got him for 8 in the second quarter. It could be 9, and it is 9. So Devontae Johnson checks in for Tapscott. Great quarter for the senior forward.
I think he's a 3-year varsity player as well. I think he played up there as a sophomore.
It seems like a long time since 2014 when Coach Miller won the Section 5A2 title, defeating Batavia 63-30 in a game that we brought you on Finger Lakes 1. That was really surprising how easy of a win that was for Junior Sims and Terrell Jackson and
Stephen Douglas, I think.
Douglas, right? Yeah. Devontae Johnson can't get it to go. Now he's got to get back. Here he goes, hustling back. And what do we have? A travel. Akia Jackson, also a kid I really like watching play. That was a great team and a great season for Coach Miller. Before that, they hadn't won a sectional title since winning Class Double B in 1999. And before that, you had to go back to 1989 when they won Class B. And then before that, you had to go to 1950 and 1934. So a lot of spacing in between these sectional titles. Johnson misses the three.
Reed got his hand on another ball there.
Out of bounds, stays with the Tigers. But yeah, Coach Miller now in Class B1, along with the likes of Newark, a lot of Finger Lakes, these teams. You know, I consider them sectional contenders this year.
I agree. The way they're playing today, you know, Rochester Prep has played a good schedule. Geneva's just getting everybody back, so they're starting to gel. But yeah, I think they can play with teams in the Finger Lakes East for sure.
Coming off a nightmare last year where they didn't have a home court, they played every single game on the road.
How tough was that?
Practices too.
Where did they practice?
You know, they may have practiced at Hobart when they could. I know it wasn't inside the facility, you know, inside their high school.
Right.
Was that Ryan that just scored that?
No, I think it was 23.
Dugan Doblin into the game. Just got a rebound, too. So now Geneva up to 11 players seeing action so far. They're up 18 points here with 59 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Jim Sinicropi, Kevin Sharp, baseline. Second game of our doubleheader here at the Holiday Classic. Winner moves on to face Northstar-Christian tomorrow. Loser faces Lions on the same court. We won't be here. I'm going to be at the Syracuse-St. Bonaventure game.
Are you going?
Nice.
Yep. Nice.
First game of the year.
All right.
We're going up with the kids. Missing the Syracuse-West Virginia game in the Camping World Bowl, but I still, at this point, do not know the score, and I'm hoping to not know the score.
Please, people, don't send him the score.
Yeah, don't ruin my night here. Because when I go home, I'm going to sit. I was so upset because we schedule these games. I was so excited for Northstar-Christian Lions. Not going to miss that for anything. But when I found out the Camping World Bowl is going to be the same time, boy, that was tough. Syracuse gets in a bowl game about as many times as Geneva wins sectional titles.
Jim, it's all part of the conspiracy.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Johnson blocked by Wesley Henderson. Who put back that one?
Dante
Reed. Okay, I got to pay a little more attention. Oh, Wesley Henderson to Emmanuel Graham for three, no good. And I can only imagine what Rochester Prep's shooting percentage is right now.
It's not very good. They only got 11 points and a half.
And Doblin thought about a three. He was open. Instead gets it out to Liam Ryan. They can hold for one now. 17 seconds to go. They're up 20. As Doblin drills with the right hand out to Devontae Johnson. 9 seconds to shoot. And inside to Dante Reed. Up and over and out. Unlucky. 1 second left, and that'll do it for the first half of play. All Geneva here in their brand spanking new Geneva High School Gymnasium. I'll call it the Panthers Den. We'll be back with our Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report right after this.
Check out Generations Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts with MyGen Perks. Visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Little John Orthodontics are proud to support our area high school athletes. Visit them online at littlejohnortho.com.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on fingerlakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Marshall Exteriors. Are you looking for a contractor to give you a new roof, siding, windows, or other exterior home project? Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all of your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallsexteriorsny.com, but don't forget they finish basements too. While you're talking with them, ask about their new Everlast Garage. This thing is amazing. It's a Wonderful Run 5K. It's a winter run like no other through the streets of Seneca Falls, the town that inspired Frank Capra's Holiday Classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Learn more and register at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations at 22 Main Street in Waterloo, 40 Exchange Street in Geneva, and Del Lago Resort and Casino. Dine in, take out, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Brad Van Dusen Photography is a full-service photographer serving the Finger Lakes region, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, also specializing in sports photos, collages, banners, and other keepsakes for your student-athlete. For more information, find Brad on Facebook or visit bradvandusenphotography.com or visit bvdsports.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salads, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. The Omen Theater in Lyons, the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes, is also the oldest theater in the U.S. See what's playing at omentheater.com. Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, locally owned for 42 years and serving great lunches Monday through Friday from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Wednesday night is wing night with 60-cent wings in 10 different varieties. For over 65 years, the Wilson Press and Mail House has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house specializing in offset and digital printing, graphic design services, full mail house services, marketing and advertising plans, and fundraising programs. Call them today at 315-568-9693 or visit them online at wpress.com. Connie's Diner on Main Street in Waterloo has the ambiance you will only find in a true diner. Let the Cardazola family serve your next breakfast, lunch, or dinner from their vast menu of time-tested favorites and original recipes. Visit them online at connieswaterloo.com. The Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. Your major league connection with 7 players drafted last season. The Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Giant deli sandwiches, subs, daily lunch specials, and homemade soups, chili, and mac and cheese that will warm up even the coldest winter day. Also, try their famous paninis or star sandwiches. Check them out online at sfdowntowndeli.com.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our truckin' deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
Welcome back inside Geneva High School. It's the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report here on FingerLakes1.com. Jim Sinicropi, Kevin Sharp sitting along the baseline in what, boy, it really has cleared out a little bit in here. I mean, for the first half, there's still a lot of people here, but it's really started to, there might be people out in the concourse grabbing a hot dog or something.
Still quite a difference from the first game.
I mean, that first game, it's really cool that there's that much interest in high school basketball around here, that when you get a marquee matchup like that, we've seen it before, Last year's Lions-Clyde game certainly drew a lot of attention. But this Northstar-Christian Lions game, people know, what a great game that's going to be, and they show up.
I love it. I love the fact that, two great teams aren't afraid to play each other in the middle of the season because it's going to get them better for the sectionals, and that's what it's about. When I was coaching my second year, we ended up playing home and home with Prattsburg. In the year they had Marius Yanulis and Jesse Archer and those guys, and the places were mobbed. I mean, it was a happening, and that's what we saw here tonight.
It was must-see TV, and again, they closed the gymnasium.
Yeah, they didn't let no more people.
It was at capacity, and this place is big.
Yep.
So we picked up a few more viewers on Finger Lakes 1, I hope, and I hope that a lot of them stayed with us here for the second half of our doubleheader, where it's 31-11. Run through the scoring real quick for Geneva. Christian Tapscott with 9 points, all in the second quarter. Reed Patchett with 6. Liam Ryan with 5. Akeem Hudson with 4. Jagger Kerr with 3. And 2 points apiece for Dante Reed and Dugan Doblin. And for Rochester Prep, they only have 11. 5 of them scored by Jaden Hayes. 4 from Wesley Henderson and 2 from Bruce Lewis. So 31-11. Panthers looking to move on to play Northstar-Christian tomorrow. Different type of challenge for Northstar, and obviously a really stiff challenge for Geneva. When I'm watching Northstar, I'm thinking, okay, we could see Wayne match up with Northstar in the A2 playoffs.
Right.
I think that, and I like to put, for entertainment purposes only, like make up lines for these games. And I think that's as close to a pick as you're going to get. I think Wayne's a tough matchup for Northstar.
I think so, too. I think that, however, Wayne plays a different style of basketball than what Lyons does. Lyons likes to push the ball. Northstar's not very deep, so they got a little tired. Their legs got a little tired. I don't think that'll happen as much against Wayne because Wayne's not a traditionally push the ball up the court type of team.
But one thing with Northstar is they lack. I mean, what is Northstar going to do with? Okay, so
they're going to have all kinds of trouble guarding Carmichael.
Carmichael inside and Blankenberg, a big stretch 3 type of guy.
Right.
I think that'll also provide some matchup problems for him.
I agree.
And I think that Wayne's matchup zone will also be one of the more difficult defenses that Northstar will play.
It could, but they got to get back and not let Northstar get out in transition.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I mean, it's very intriguing. I'd love to see the matchup.
It could happen.
Would love to see it.
There's a decent probability, I think, that we'll see that.
Absolutely. 2 very experienced teams playing in big games, playing in a big game at the Blue Cross Arena, hopefully. That would be great.
Oh, man, yeah. Well, we can hope. We'll know in a few months. Now, I say that. I say that Wayne Northstar game would be a pick. I was really impressed with Lyons. I think that Lyons Wayne game might also be a pick. I thought going into that game that Lyons was probably 8-point underdogs against Northstar, and it was anybody's game. Northstar did lead most of the way,
right.
but Lyons kept coming back.
Hanging on. The thing I liked about Lyons tonight was, let me backtrack a little bit. Coming into the game, I thought Lyons gave a lot of trouble on the defensive boards, giving up some easy baskets, not getting back in transition. Well, Lyons did an excellent job of that tonight. So that was my reasoning for thinking that Wayne would beat Lyons when the last time I saw Lyons, because of Lyons' missteps or their lack of defensive
Rochester,
intensity.
when last time I saw them play, they got crushed on the boards.
That's when I saw them, and I thought that Wayne would beat them. But now I've got to tell you, I'm not so sure now.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one we're not going to see, unfortunately.
Not going to see it, right. It's all hypothetical.
Unless we can line them up to maybe come to the chiropractic college or something for a scrimmage. But really some really good teams, in I think you got between Lyons and Wayne, as far as the Wayne Finger Lakes go, they're the elite teams on the boys' side. Then you move down to the next tier teams, and that's where I think it's a little wide open, where you get some really interesting matchups, and especially if you don't want to be in Class C2 with Lyons, okay, and Class A2 is going to be difficult no matter where Wayne is, but Geneva at least isn't an A2. It's only Wayne. But then you get B1, B2, C1 are all wide open.
All wide open.
And a lot of Wayne Finger Lakes teams with chances.
Right. The teams that, you've got CG Finney, I think they're going to be the tough. Avon, Calmum's undefeated right now. So there's a lot of teams out there that I think our teams can play with, but there's still some really good teams throughout the section.
Yeah. Well, it's time to start looking at those sectional point standings here coming up. And we'll take a look at them, start taking a look at them on the Upstate Hoops podcast every Sunday morning on Finger Lakes 1.
Nice play.
As second half action is underway, and just like that, inside to Reed Patchett, and he has 8. Just seems to me like Patchett could put up more numbers. He's very solid, very unselfish. It just seems to me like he's probably averaging about 10, 11, 12 points a game. Seems like he could be an 18, 19, 20 point a game
Absolutely.
guy.
He just fills a role for Coach Miller's team. I mean, they've run 4 or 5 sets now that had given them easy shots. That time, Akeem Hudson just came over and screened for Patchett. Patchett got a feed from the baseline and put it in.
Now he gets it on the baseline and tries to return the favor to Akeem, who strong and finishes.
Nice finish.
So Akeem Hudson with 6. And the lead extended now to 24, biggest lead of the game. Jagger Kerr coming the other way, lays it up and in. All Geneva here in the Panthers' den. And now a corner 3, barely grazes iron. And Geneva with a chance to build on their lead. Liam Ryan. Really unnecessary there, I suppose. And now coming the other way.
Nice play by Askin.
Askin up to Patchett. Patchett over to Kerr. Kerr loses it out of bounds, and it will go back to the Tigers.
I like seeing Askin do well. His grandfather was my favorite teacher I had of all time. Tony G, I hope he's listening or watching.
I imagine if his grandson's playing basketball and he's not here, he's home watching. And now around the top of the horn, and driving is Hayes, good in the foul, so chance for a 3-point play.
Who did he call that on?
Well, looks like Liam Ryan.
I think he got Hudson.
They did. They got Hudson. You're right. So the first foul on Hudson. There's Jaden Hayes leading all scorers with, no, Tapscott's got 9. Hayes has 7 now. Misses the free throw. 37-13. Jim Sinicropi, Kevin Sharp here from Geneva High School. Glad you could join us for high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com. Askin into the corner for Kerr. Hudson wanted it. He wants it again. And Kerr back out to Askin. Askin tries a 3, no good. And Rochester Prep coming right at us. In the orange and blue. Navy blue.
Geneva's going to be a really tough team for the Finger Lakes East to play.
Yeah.
Schools from the Finger Lakes East. I'm very impressed with them right now.
First free throw up and good from Wesley Henderson. He has 5 now. Lead down to 23. Yeah, those guys, they have so many guards. Sometimes it's tough to tell who's who.
Yeah, pretty interchangeable.
But all good with the ball. All buy into his Brian Miller system.
Absolutely.
And then nobody in the East, nobody has 2 big guys like Hudson and Patchett. And then you can come back with Dante Reed.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to say that.
And here we go. 5:34 to go, third period. All Geneva here. Looking for the right to move on and play the Northstar-Christian Knights tomorrow night. And Patchett spins, misses the baby hook. And a nice 3-ball from Jaden Hayes. He has 10 points and the lead down to 20. Timeout, Geneva. Give me a chance to tell you about Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations in Waterloo, Geneva, and Del Lago Resort. Order online at Cicinos.com. And Finger Lakes Partners Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a free quote online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. And want a great meal while pinching a penny? Come to Penny's Place Restaurant in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Just some of the many fine sponsors, including our big three sponsors, Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, and Dr. Littlejohn Orthodontics, that help us bring you these 28-plus regular season games, and who knows how many postseason games we'll bring you. We try to bring you as many games involving Wayne Finger Lakes teams as we can.
Hopefully a lot.
It's always fun to root for them, too. See how many teams are going to get to the sectional finals, how many teams are going to get to the big house, how many girls teams are going to advance beyond sectional titles to the states. I mean,
that play right there for us.
Jagger Kerr.
Jagger Kerr did a great job. They had a set play, but he saw that there was an opening in the middle. He flashed across, got the ball, knocked down a foul line jump shot.
Jaquise Conde for three. His first bucket of the game, and the lead's now under 20 at 19.
I'm going to set a screen.
3 years in a row, I have made the trip to Hudson Valley Community College for the girls' state Final Four. South Seneca twice, and Mid Lakes last year.
It's nice down there, isn't it?
Oh, I love it.
I went to Binghamton this year to watch the boys' Final Four.
And what was your impression of Binghamton?
I didn't think I was going to like it, but I actually liked it.
Wow, nice layup there by Conde.
Very similar venue to Glens Falls. There's more things to do in Binghamton, obviously.
Right. Newer, too, right?
Newer, yeah.
Last time I was in Glens Falls, it was just looking a little old and run down. The facility, there wasn't a lot of bathrooms, but still, great place. We called the Lions a Waterville Elite game from the old hockey press box way up above the court.
Right.
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Hudson Valley Community College is just phenomenal venue for it's big, but it's great. Of course, you have game after game there, so Chip fans shuffling in and shuffling out. Wow, the Rochester Prep Panthers making a little bit of a run here. Jaden Hayes now with 12 points, 39-24, 15-point lead for the Panthers. Kerr thought about that three. Down on the baseline to patch it. They swing it to Kaya Pereira into the game. And Kerr lets a three ball go. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
I'm impressed with him so far today.
10 points for Jagger Kerr. Gets the rebound there. He's not out of bounds, was he? Okay, no. They're giving him the ball hit out of bounds. So Kaya Pereira, Parker Bossard, Reed Patchett, Dante Reed, and Jagger Kerr. Jagger with the ball. Bossard tries the three. A little too strong. Reed keeps it alive, and another great play by Ted Baker in the corner. He's 2 for 2.
Could we have made that play?
Oh, yeah, I'm always ready over here. Give me the ball. Oh, Patchett went up for the jam.
He's got a look at the screen.
Yep.
But, if you're Coach Miller, I don't think you mind seeing that because they're doing a great job of screening for each other in there. I'm very impressed with their sets that they're running against the zone. They're screening people in the zone. There's a lot of movement. They're patient.
And Coach Miller, like most coaches, wants them to get better as the season goes on. I think you'll see that with his team, with the type of sets that Coach Miller runs and the depth of talent. And the unselfishness of pretty much everybody on this team.
I agree. I mean, the attitude of the kids looks like it's phenomenal compared to what it's been, for the last 3 or 4 years.
Patchett to Bassard to Pereira. Patchett foul line jumper. Back iron no good. Reed almost kept it alive, but it's pulled down by Henderson. And up ahead to Jaden Hayes.
Incredible.
And Conde again from three. And Jaquise. Conde is on fire in the third quarter. His second three, he has 8. And they lead down to 15 again. Pereira swings it. Looking for Patchett at the foul line. Another 3-ball attempt from Kerr. A little too strong. And here comes Prep with 1:34 to go in the third. Condi.
They're on him now.
Yep.
Out there.
Now Hayes. Inside out. Condi finds himself open again. Can't hit it. Nice big rebound by Patchett. Outlet to Pereira. And Pereira goes around Hayes, who was trying to Lewis trying to draw the charge, and loses the ball on the baseline. Brad Van Dusen Photography offers family, senior, and wedding portraits, as well as specializing in photos of area student athletes. Book your appointment at bradvandusenphotography.com. And up and over and in for Bruce Lewis. And hey, we got a 13-point ball game.
Sometimes that's one of the problems of having so many kids that can play, is that you bring kids in, have a rhythm, and then you take them out, and it's just like it's always a new 5 on the court.
Yeah. Up, Pereira traveled, so wow. Chance for Prep to get this lead down near single digits here with 47.2 seconds to go in the third. Ooh, almost a charge. And rise and shine, Condi Nass misses it. Or Jackie's Condi, excuse me. And they can hold for one. 20 seconds left to go here in the third. Panthers by 13. And Pereira with the basketball.
Time to look.
Oh, nice catch by Tapscott. High low to Dante Reba. He loses it. And that'll do it. So after 3 periods of play, Geneva leads 42-29. One more quarter of basketball to come here in our Holiday Hoops Classic doubleheader here at Geneva. Stay with us. It's Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on Finger Lakes.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rob Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back. Fourth quarter action underway. 42-29, Panthers lead. Looking to move on to face Northstar-Christian, who earlier tonight defeated Lyons in an 88-84 thriller. Well, that would have been a big shot for Wesley Henderson. Would have got the lead back down to 10. So Geneva had led by more than 20. And Sharpie, they down to 13. If they have another quarter like the last one, we might have a close finish here.
Yeah.
Again, he's not going with starters again.
Right. They knocked down some shots against that zone, and that's what it was. I think the one guy had 2 or 3 threes, right?
Big rebound by Dante Reed, and he's fouled. Yeah, Jaquise Conde with a couple of threes. But again, starting the fourth, Geneva with one starter on the court. That would be Parker Bossard. And also then everybody else off the bench, Devontae Johnson, Dante Reed, Christian Tapscott, and Kaya Pereira.
I really like Reed's game. He's so active. He's just such a tough matchup for people in our league coming off the bench.
So Reed makes the first free throw to open up the fourth quarter scoring. Lefty. No good on the second. Tapscott, though, can't get it to go. Here comes Prep.
Look at Reed get back.
Yeah, it didn't take him long, did it?
No. You don't see that very often. A lot of times a kid will miss a foul shot and then drop his head and not get back on defense. He killed himself to get back.
What's the call?
Hey, call a block.
Okay. And a steal by Jaden Hayes. Up ahead to Henderson, may have traveled. Now he skips it over to Condi for three. And the lead's down to 11 with 6:43 to go. Bossard over to Pereira. Pereira into the corner to Tapscott. Baseline jumper,
Nice
good. 11 points for Christian Tapscott to lead all scorers.
Excellent ball movement, finding the open man, and Christian stepped up and hit that 16-foot jump shot.
Big one for Geneva, who are about to see their lead get back down into single digits. Now it's back up to 13. 6:09 to go. Wild shot by Hayes. Well, timeout Prep. So 6:02 to go, 45-32, 13-point lead. And they might want to get out on Jaquise Conde, the junior who's hit everything he shot from over in front of the Rochester Prep bench.
Just right. I'm sure Coach Miller's going over there right now. You know, wherever he is, you got to make sure you have a guy in his, as Coach Miller would say, at his feet, in his feet.
Again, want to thank athletic director Nate Schneidenberger, Nate Schneidenberger, the new AD here at Geneva for the great accommodations.
What a beautiful facility.
Yeah, I tell you, this is 180 degrees different from their last gymnasium, which was dark. And I didn't mind broadcasting from up in the weight room. From our perspective, that was pretty cool. We had all the space we needed. But this is a nice, modern, bright facility. Great scoreboard. That's the best scoreboard I've seen in the Wayne Finger Lakes.
Right.
More like a football scoreboard. You see a lot of those video boards out on.
Right, and they've got one here on the football field here.
Inside out. Oh, there's a air ball from Josh Heath. That might be his first action of the game. I think he's about to come back out as Marquise Thomas gets up off the bench. And Devontae Johnson wide open for three, decided against it. Tapscott
nice
bounce past the Patchett, pump fake, up and in. And there's Reed Patchett. That's just it. You know, I just wonder why we don't see a little bit more of that from Reed Patchett.
Well, that time Tapscott was patient, let Patchett get in the right spot and fed him. I mean, that was a great play by Tapscott.
And Conde misses this one. And so the lead's back to 15, 5:23 to go. A little more comfortable for Geneva here down the stretch. And Tapscott finds Patchett again, who lays it up and in. And 4 quick points for Reed Patchett. Panthers in full control.
Off of assist from
Christian Tapscott. He's having a phenomenal ball game. Going to be tough to choose Argentino's player of the game. And here comes Parker Bossard. Finds Devontae Johnson for 3. Short. And he fouls the rebounder, which would be Jaquise Conde. mention, other than the Upstate Hoops podcast on Sunday morning, probably at 10 a.m. I got to check my daughter's rec league schedule. But we'll be back on the air Friday night. And Marcus Whitman High School for Naples at Marcus Whitman. That is the game of the year in the Finger Lakes West so far. Battle for first. Undefeated teams. And then we're going to get Marcus Whitman again when they visit Minders
right.
Late in January, early February maybe. And, of course, Minders playing they're probably done. I wonder if I get a score update from that. They were playing Skinny Atlas out of Section 3 in the finals of that tournament. Turnover. Coast to coast, lay it up and off the rim. Stays with the Tigers.
I didn't see that coming. Number 11 jumping up there and getting that rim like that. That was extremely athletic by Bruce Lewis.
Tapscott to Ryan. To Johnson. Tapscott tried to dump it into Patchett, but he did get it blocked from behind and fouled by Bruce Lewis.
I love watching teams screen in a zone. They sat 2 or 3 screens that last trip up the floor.
Trying not to find out the score of that Syracuse game. I probably shouldn't have just looked at my phone. I don't know the score, but I get a general idea. Good stuff. At least it looks like good news. 50-32 Panthers. 3:31 remaining here in our doubleheader.
It's good news for the Panthers so far.
I would have liked to see this game first.
Yeah.
And then the Lions game. Now, nothing against either one of these two teams, but that Lions Northstar game was just such a huge game. There's Condi again.
A good job closing out on that time.
What's it called?
He's got Johnson on a reach.
So 18-point lead just is Duncan Doblin, or Dugan Doblin, checks back into the game. Now they're making.
That's a wardrobe. That's a point of emphasis here with the shorts being rolled.
Oh wow, that's disappointing for Doblin. He doesn't get a lot of minutes, and now he's got to go tend to his shorts. But instead, he's just sitting down.
Well, I think he's got to sit out for a little bit. I mean, if you notice before the pregame, now they have coaches come out there so they can explain what they're going to do in case of a wardrobe issue.
They don't let him roll the tops.
Something can't be showing.
Yeah. Jaden Hayes knocks down the trifecta. Lead back down to 15. Maybe one last push for Prep. They just haven't been able to score enough, I think, to consistently to erase a 15-point lead in 3 minutes. Jagger Kerr, bang! And now I can say it. Jagger with the dagger, 18-point Geneva lead. And Kerr with a rebound. Over to Liam Ryan. Swings it across. Kerr thought about another one. Okay, nice job by Patchett coming up with it. Out to Askin. Tapscott baseline. Loses it off the dribble.
Nice hustle by Ryan.
And Tapscott hangs and finishes.
Ryan with a steal.
And he puts it right back up and in. Pretty crafty by the junior point guard, excuse me.
He's probably got 6 steals tonight.
we really do have a tough decision to make here in the last couple minutes. Is who's going to be the Chino's Pizzeria player of the game for Geneva. Looks like Ryan's done a lot of great stuff. Still with only 7 points as Wesley Henderson knocks it down. We got a timeout. Jagger Kerr with a big second half. 10 points in the second half, 13 on the ball game. Reed Patchett with 12 points. Christian Tapscott with 13. I think Tapscott's been pretty impressive.
Right, he's got a bunch of assists, some rebounds. Yeah.
Is he out there? No, he's on the bench, so. Unless Dugan Doblin catches fire late. There's Dante Reed with it. Oh, he tries to swing it inside to Nick Askin. And almost got the block. Nice rebound there by Doblin. Well, what do you say? Chichino's player of the game, Christian Tapscott, the senior forward.
He'd get my vote.
Yeah, he's got mine too. Let's make it official. As Kaya Pereira gets his first points of the game on that three-pointer. 23-point lead for the Panthers with 41 seconds to go. Again, our Chichino's player of the game. There he is. Actually, that's Reed. There he is. Christian Tapscott. He put his warm-up on. And we'll hear from him on the Little John Orthodontics postgame show. As this game is just about over with 18 seconds left. Geneva will let it run out. They'll move on tomorrow night to face the Northstar-Christian Knights. A chance for a huge upset. I'm sure they'll relish the opportunity for Rochester Prep. The Tigers are going to be thrown to the Lions. They get Coach Dean Schott's Lions. Lions, and your final score here from Geneva, 60-39. Geneva wins. They improve to 5-3 on the season. Rochester Prep falls to 2-6. Stay with us. The Little John Orthodontics postgame show coming up next here on FingerLakes1.com.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontics, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Chichino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, The Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connie's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our truckin' deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes.
back inside the Panther Den. You mind if I call it that?
Yeah.
You like that? Welcome inside the Panther Den here at Geneva High School, where your final score, Geneva 60, Rochester Prep 39, and it's time for the Little John Ortho Smiles with Style post-game show here with our player of the game, Christian Tapscott. And hey, great shooting.
Thank you.
Job. Now, you know, we were talking about fourth quarter. This wasn't an easy decision because Jagger Kerr had 13, Reed had 12, Liam Ryan had a nice game. But I think what we did for you was not only the 13 points you scored, but you had a lot of assists as well. You were finding the Reed Patchett a couple times down low.
Yeah, well, we found out that their zone is spread out, and Reed's such a big guy. So, you know, and I like to face the basket. I watch a lot of basketball and a lot of bigs in the middle. Like when you face the basket, it gives you a lot of opportunities.
Right.
And Reed was obviously open because it's so spread out, and it's just easy points.
Yeah, 13 of them, and you really caught fire in the second quarter. Of your 13, you had 9 in the second quarter. And when do you decide you're going to shoot? Like, do you make one and then say, okay, I'm going to keep shooting until I miss, or just not think about it that way?
Well, if I'm open, I'm always going to take the shot, but I usually like to look for my team first, you know, to see if they get a better shot. But my coach always tells me, if you're open, stay confident and shoot the ball.
Right. Christian, I got to tell you, I'm impressed with, I think, now correct me if I'm wrong, but you played varsity as a sophomore, is that right?
Yes.
And you really didn't play a whole lot, right? You're more of a role player.
Yeah.
The thing I'm impressed with is that you still continue to work hard. You didn't get discouraged by that, and you got better. Tonight, I thought you did an excellent job of, like you said, catching the ball, facing the basket, looking for an open teammate, but if they weren't open, you were able to knock down that jump shot. So, I mean, a lot of times kids will not work to get better, and I can tell that you certainly have done that. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
It's fun watching that.
And now you got Northstar-Christian. Did you watch any of that first game?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to be able to slow them down a little bit tomorrow night?
We're sure going to try. We're just going to stick to our game plan and do what we can. We're going to try to play our Geneva basketball and not get into what they want to do and just stick to our game plan.
When you say Geneva basketball, what's that mean to you, Geneva basketball?
Half court. We're not really a running gun team. We like to run our plays, get our sets in, and, you know, when we run our sets, we score points.
Right. Tough task tomorrow, but it's going to make you better down the long run. I think that if, just like you said, if you can control the tempo, play at your speed, not at theirs, I think you guys will definitely have a shot tomorrow.
Well, we got a free pizza from here from Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Ever eat at Cicino's?
Yeah.
Well, you got a large cheese pizza coming your way as our player of the game.
Thank you.
You can share that with your family, or you can take your teammates out, you know, whatever you'd like. But congratulations, great game tonight.
Thank you.
Good luck tomorrow night.
Yep, thank you.
And yeah, head back in there in the locker room with your teammates. Good job, Christian.
Thank you.
So there you go. Christian Tapp's got our player of the game. And Sharpie, that was a fun night of basketball.
Sure was.
A little anticlimactic just in the fact that the first game was such a huge game. Everybody in Section 5 wanted to see what was going to happen. So obviously a little disappointing for Lions, but really impressed. What I take away, I guess, from both games, if we're going to just wrap this thing up, from the Lions game, I take away that, man, Justice Smith and that whole team has just matured so much. I have more confidence in the fact that I think that they can win another sectional title and then move beyond there. Even though they lost, really impressed with the way they handled themselves.
I can't believe how much they've improved since the last time we saw them against East Rochester. I mean, they beat East Rochester by 17, but East Rochester was missing 2 starters.
Right.
So there's no comparison between the two teams, 2 Lions teams from tonight to 2 weeks ago when we saw them play.
And then the second game here with Geneva, not sure if they're going to be ready for North Star tomorrow, but maybe the contrast in style. I find it interesting that Christian mentioned Geneva basketball. So I asked him, and he said half court, you know, defensive. They buy into that. And so, you know, maybe they can give North Star a game here in their own gymnasium in the final of the tournament tomorrow. So.
Yeah, I mean, again, I want to go back to what I said during the game is I'm impressed with how they acted on the court. Their temperament, they just played basketball, and they get carried away with any of the theatrics. Coach Miller's got them running some really good half-court sets. Seems like they've all bought into their roles. I mean, any given day, you could have 5 games in a row, you could have 5 different leading scorers.
Yeah, a lot of guys saw action. A lot of guys scored. Run through the scoring real quickly here. Jagger Kerr and Christian Tapscott led the way with 13. Reed Patchett had 12. Liam Ryan had 7. Kim Hudson with 6. 3 points for Kaya Pereira, 3 points for Dante Reed, and 2 points for Dugan Doblin. Final score, 60-39. Geneva improves to 5-3 on the season. In our first half of our doubleheader, it was Northstar-Christian defeating Lions in a thriller, 88-84. Miles Brown with 40 points. That means he's just 24 points away from becoming the Section 5 all-time leading scorer. Could happen tomorrow night in this gymnasium. Odds are it will happen. And then Justice Smith, 39 points. Just a phenomenal game from both of the stars from those two teams, and a phenomenal night of high school basketball. And always a pleasure, my friend.
My pleasure.
I'm sure we'll be back together in the booth before long.
I hope so.
Again, we will be back online. Naples and Marcus Whitman from Marcus Whitman next Friday night. Until then, Happy New Year's, everybody. I'm Jim Sinicropi. For Kevin Sharp, for our cameraman Jeremy Hunt, for our producer, assistant producer, I guess, Paul Russo, and our producer of tonight's broadcast, Jason Hunt. I'm Jim Sinicropi. Happy New Year. We'll see you next time.